And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK show, and this is going to be episode 291. So I hope you guys had a great day, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend that is ahead of you. And in this episode of the MSK show, we are going to be doing a comic book review on Absolute Flash #2. And we also have one topic for you guys tonight, because it's something that we did discuss doing, I think it was last week when we had Chris Cola on, and we're like, yeah, we probably got to go over it because that's some pretty big news. And I'll be honest here with you guys, these kind of announcements in these topics, I'm someone.
Why don't we just talk about that first, just to get it out of the way?
I need a palate cleanser. I need something good in my life.
We should, but we should. That's what I'm saying. We should talk about it now, and then we can end on a good note.
No, I'm just always perplexed at things in life, like.
I do have an answer for it, though. I actually read, so it's not necessarily them canceling it. Jonathan Hickman had apparently always planned to end it on issue 24.
Okay,
and that's what he said.
Yeah, and then
he wants to go on. Okay, the only reason why I'm not saying it was going to be issue 24, but he does, when he does these things, yes. He wants to move on to something different that will tie things in together. He always has done that. That's the way he always did. The only reason why we got such a long Fantastic Four run and Avengers run is because he had apparently pitched Secret Wars 2015 like way back. And they said, no, we need something to move towards that. And he, apparently that is how he does stuff. It's the same with the X-Men. He wanted to move on from the Krakoa era after the Hellfire or Inferno. Sorry.
Yeah.
And they were like, no. So he's like, all right, well, I'm stopping at Inferno. So even if they didn't agree with him on this, right, and kept it going, he wouldn't be writing it. So it would fundamentally change.
It's just so weird. Like, as a writer, getting someone attached to something that you've put so much work into just to kind of leave it. Like, do you think that would at some point put a bad taste in readers' mouths at some point if you constantly kept doing that?
Well, if unless Marvel would allow him to actually say his whole plans, which if he would have at the beginning, people would have known. Like, I mean, you can go back and look at like something like Comic Pop, the channel, and Sal, he even said, like, I don't, when it came out, Spider-Man's like his favorite character. He even said, like, the fact that Hickman's writing is how long do we have him for and how long do we have this comic for? That was when issue 1 dropped. He thought it was going to be 12 issues and then him go and tie it into something else that ties into something else that ties into something else. Yeah. He's like a big picture guy. And then in that big picture, like he did for the Ultimate Universe, he wrote that whole thing. He might do a book here and then at the end bring it all together. So we don't know who's taking over the bringing it all together part, because he's doing that Imperial book and issue 3 comes out. I got the other 2. I haven't read them yet, so I'm going to check them out and I'll let you know if it's ties into any of the other stuff. But I just know that it's not surprising. Once I read like his Substack and him talking about it, I was like, okay, that makes sense. It's a little bit easier of a blow. It just sucks because the book is actually really good. That's the problem that I have. And it's like, what think of it like this. Would you rather have him writing something that he enjoys writing and we get an actual conclusion, or it's popular and him not wanting to go past this and him still writing something? It's going to suffer. The writing might suffer. I don't know. I don't know. It just seems like with him, that's the way it goes. If they put him on like something major, like if it was the Spider-Man 616 book, possibly it would be different. He might do it for a longer time, but with him doing that, it would have to culminate into something else, which he probably wouldn't do right now because of the whole One World Under Doom thing.
Right.
That seems like something he would have done. Him doing One World Under Doom, the whole big scenario, while writing the Spider-Man 616 book. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like kind of like that. So I don't know what the plans are for the Ultimate Universe after this. I don't know.
But if you want to kind of dial it down to a point where it's like we know how Marvel typically does it, there's going to be another Ultimate Spider-Man #1.
There probably will be. It probably will. And they'll probably get some beat-ass writer to do it too.
Gail Simone.
Oh God.
Now she's doing Uncanny X-Men. Fucking hell, anything's possible, I guess. Right? In life, all the scenarios are possible.
Dropped, man. Sucks too, because I actually just got this today. My next book in the Chris Claremont X-Men. I got the Fall of the Mutants
You
omnibus.
have so much money. Oh God, man. He just loves flexing on us, guys. He flexing on a minority like myself. Jokes aside.
Well, you remember how I was looking for omnibus number 5, like, and it was so expensive?
Yeah, I remember that one.
Well, how about this, dude? How about the freaking prelude to the Mutant Massacre omnibus has everything that it number 5 has plus more. I literally compared them. Yeah. So I was like, I already have it. It's just prelude instead of number 5. I was like, I had literally had the number 5 in my cart. And I was like, wait a minute. Some of these issues look familiar. I was like, why does this look familiar? And I looked, and it's literally all the same books, plus the prelude has some more in it.
No, so, let's be honest here. Marvel's mapping out of comic books has been horrible.
It is awful. It's awful. Let's just be honest. It's awful. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then Fall of the Mutants, all that stuff, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, prelude, then Mutant Massacre, then Fall of the
And
Mutants.
they wonder why people don't get into comics anymore with confusing numbering like that.
Yeah,
like, if you wanted to just start basic.
Just
basic
X-Men.
1
through 7 or 1 through 8.
That's what I've always said.
Do.
That's what I've always said. This is why manga has that edge. You if you want to go read Sasuke versus Itachi and Shippuden in manga, it's volume 44 or was 43 one of them. Yeah. Super simple. I just pull that out.
You want the pain arc? It's this.
Yeah.
Volume 36. Yeah. So much easier.
Fucking insane that this has to be this way. And you know what's crazy, guys? Marvel doesn't reprint stuff consistently enough for the print run that was out there before its price to change, right? So we'll use Brian Michael Bendis' omnibus. It was House of not Jonathan Hickman's House of. His was House of M, right? Brian's was House of M.
Brian Bendis' House of M, yes.
House of M. Good Lord, that omnibus is a lot of money. Why have they not reprinted that?
Volume 4 of Claremont's X-Men is like $300. And it's like it's literally like one of the only ones I need in volume 1 still.
I like House of M. I think it's really good. And
House of M's a lot of fun.
And I went to go buy.
So are the tie-ins. It's actually a good omnibus because it has a bunch of cool tie-ins.
$250 to $300. I was like, PayPal paying for is gonna fucking be a bitch for that.
Yeah, and I wouldn't do it like personally because you could get like the trade and then
I have the trade already.
Well, look at the other stuff that they have like trades for.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to see the issues and see what the arc is called and see if they have that in trade or see where like the best way to compile it is outside of an Omni.
So,
but it is awesome with the Omni, like we said, because it's just right then and there. You could just have it all, like that's, you know, like, and it just sucks that they don't do it. Like you said, it's ridiculous.
And it's annoying too. It's
very
bad.
Annoying. It's very annoying. Yes.
And I know we're gonna get into this and the Spider-Man topic, but you're someone that does buy a lot of books. So yesterday I did this 4 laps yesterday. He didn't tell me to do it, but I know I did it for him. I told him one of the topics before we get to the reviews, and the topic was that we're going to go over some of the upcoming stuff that's going to be coming out as far as like DC Compact Comics and some of the omnibuses coming out for DC this year as well. I think I could be wrong. You know how I said we're going to get this guy the Night Terrors omnibus? There might be the Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths omnibus coming out, and we're going to do a crowdfunder 4 laps to get them both. How about that, people? Come on.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Why can't you let the community love you and give you free stuff?
No, thank you. No.
Come on, man.
I did pick this up, the One World Under Doom Gods book.
Number 1, right? Or number 2?
Number 1. I don't know if there's gonna be any more of them. I don't know, like if it's just a one shot or not. I have no idea. I picked up so many books this week. I picked this up.
Oh, kill me now. Please kill me now. Why? To be fair, I have both issues too. I haven't read them yet. I've not heard good things.
I'm going to read like the first 6 just to see.
Just the first arc. Yeah, that's fine.
To see if it's good or not. I don't know.
Also, I want to show you this because this is, if you guys don't know, in Batman the Animated Series, when they adopted like Tales of the Demon from like Dennis O'Neil and Neil Adams run. Oh my! It's one of my I love Ra's al Ghul. It's one of my favorite Batman villains. And to get Tales of the Demon hardcover on eBay, it's like $80 to $100. What you guys know, I don't mind paying for eventually. But what I found out yesterday, they're gonna drop a Batman the Bronze Age omnibus with Tales of the Demon. That's fucking amazing. Hell yeah, you can sign me up.
What volume is it? Wait,
this is just Batman the Bronze Age omnibus volume 1.
I have those. They have up to volume 3 of the Bronze Age already.
Really?
Yeah.
They said this was coming out this year. It might be a second edition with more stuff. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Bronze Age Omnibus Volume 1.
Did they? What? Does that and that has the Demon
1.
Lives Again and everything?
2.
That's crazy.
Volume 3. Let's see. What number is it? Like what number is the like? If they say, what does it have? Like Batman issues.
It has the Demon Lives Again. It should have.
But I'm saying, what does it say? Like,
oh, sorry. I'll say the solicitations haven't been released for this one. It just says
so
amount of pages and then price. That's it.
These are all Batman the Brave and the Bold, which is what they were doing in there. So it might be the Bronze Age for Batman the Brave and the Bold. So that might just be the actual Batman Bronze Age omnibus.
Okay.
Which goes after the Silver Age.
You said you didn't like the Silver Age that much.
It's not that I don't like it that much. It's more like because it's all like back then Batman was more, it wasn't like dealing a lot of stuff in Gotham. He would like go on space adventures and do like, it was just crazy. It was just the most wacky stuff that you could think of, you know, and that's kind of what the book was.
Do you think comic books need more of that stuff? Honestly, it needs to go back to a complete wacky kind of state that it was in.
I could say there needs to be some things that are more lighthearted, because when everything's so serious and so dire, it's like not everybody can write that gets you into that emotional state. You know what I mean? Like, maybe find out what that writer can do well and accentuate that. Hide their negatives, accentuate their positives, type of deal. Like, I'm not sure, but I definitely think there needs to be some more lighthearted books.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I don't know. It gets talked about a lot with the new Superman movie. People are like, "Well, I want it to be certain types of a certain type of tone, like maybe dark and dreary." It's like, but I don't want everything being some dark, dreary, brooding thing. That just and that itself at some point would run its course. You know, if you have the same tone with everything, like when I read a Batman comic, when we go with like Batman comic books, okay, Batman has a specific tone. This does not have Batman's tone to it, and that makes it more fun, right? It's different. That's what I like. I don't want the same tone for every character.
Yeah, right. And that's it. It seems like we're getting the same story just with different powers. You know what I mean? Like the same dismal woe is me shit. And as opposed to, like said, accentuating everything.
Right.
Like a fun thing is the Flash Silver Age is actually a lot of fun. Like, that's a lot of fun. Oh, there's some good stuff right there.
Just want to let you guys know there are some brand new DC compact comics coming out. I know we've covered the topic here extensively on the channel. I even dropped a new video about it today on the comic book channel. You guys know how much I like this format. So these are the new books coming up very, very soon. So we just got the New Frontier, which is Darwin Cook's. Now we're going to be getting it's the one by Brian Azzarello's run on Wonder Woman, Blood and Guts.
Blood and Guts was okay.
Batman, Arkham Asylum, A Serious House and a Serious Earth, right? That's the one with Grant Morrison. Okay,
yeah, that's good.
Jimmy Palmiotti's Harley Quinn.
If you like Harley Quinn, I mean, it's, you know,
I feel like they've ran her into the ground. That's my personal feeling about her.
They have. Ooh, Why the Last Man? That's fantastic.
Yeah, they just added this one because this one wasn't there. Because the last time we looked at this, the last one we ended off on was The Long Halloween.
The Long Halloween, right? And
now we have The Last Man Unnamed, V for Vendetta. We Three. Do you know what that is? No. I don't know. Oh, me neither. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, because obviously the new movie's coming out, cool. And a lot of people have said this is Tom King's one of his few good stories.
That's like his that's like his best thing.
Okay, I know you like to give ratings, not me. What would you rate his Batman run on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, his Batman run? Okay, yeah. I'll give it
also
like
including the Elmer Fudd special too.
I'll give it a 4.
Fuck.
But I will say this. The highs are very good. but
I
there's
agree.
there's too many lows in it, and he did some things that I just didn't care for, like Alfred. That really
Oh, I know.
bothered me,
Yep.
and the
Yep.
fact that they stuck with it bothers me, just because it was in continuity, and it's like that. But it's like Tom King of all people, you know what I mean? That's the guy who does it. Like, come on, man.
Because I felt like later in his run, when I was
It
reading a
didn't
lot
need
of
it.
it,
It didn't need it because the beginning of that Bane run was good.
it felt like he was dumbing down people. Like Joker is telling Catwoman bullshit, like you don't need to marry Batman, like, and she believes it and she leaves him. Crazy shit. Like this, I don't like when writers just start talking down to you like you're stupid. I hate that. Like we know someone's not that dumb. That's impossible.
Yeah, it doesn't look good on it. Let's just say
Right.
that.
And then now after that, we'll have Batman Gotham by Gaslight. I watched the anime movie. You guys said the book is better.
It is better, but the anime is good too. The animation movie is good too.
This is Sean
Okay,
Murphy,
so that's
White Knight.
That's not bad. Like
okay.
That one's not bad. Like I know people like the White Knight stuff, but that's probably the best of it all right there.
I have heard the later arcs in it are not as good as the first arc.
Right.
Okay.
And that's true.
Nightwing leaping into the light, obviously.
Tom Taylor's Nightwing was very popular. Yeah.
King, Jeff Johns, and Ethan Fatfuck, they get their Flash Rebirth book.
Hey, listen, I don't know why you hate Ethan Van Sciver so much. I don't know why.
I think he's just a horrible person, honestly.
Okay, so that's fine, because the last time I asked you why you didn't like him, you said because he's fat and stupid. So that doesn't really like explain much, you know.
Oh no, I could go into it, but you know, I don't want the show being based around that. I
understand. I'm just asking the question. You know, like I don't know. I don't see. Like my thing is like I don't look up this stuff. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to follow. That's I think one of the main reasons why I don't do that is because I might end up not liking that person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like I try not to look stuff like that up, but yeah,
that's fair enough. Yeah, and then we get the legendary one of my favorites.
That's an amazing row right there. That is a fantastic row.
I love
of stuff.
This is one of my favorite Batman stories. All the Dark Knight Returns.
Have you ever read the book, or you just seen the movies?
I've read. I have I have this one big trade that I bought off Amazon a while. I've browsed through it to kind of compare them to the movie. To be fair, when I browsed it, I didn't read it fully. More as watching the movie. I just kind of went like, okay, this is kind of different from the movie in this. I've seen the movies multiple times. I do need to give the book a full reread.
So you haven't read it. Okay, that's fine.
I've read the Batman Superman parts. I did that.
Right.
So, but I mean, I like the story a lot. I the way they adapted it in animated movie form was great. I think if anyone's never actually read it, I think you should. I think the story you might like. If you like the animated movies, I can imagine you like the book.
Well, just if you like Batman, it's one of the seminal books that changed the way that writers write Batman.
Green Arrow Year One, DC Compact Comics.
Fantastic. Oh, Gotham Central. That's so good.
Okay, so I bought a trade for this, and the synopsis basically went, this is like kind of like their perspective of kind of viewing Batman. But is that right? I don't know. I just read the synopsis.
It has its own, yes, but it has its own stories.
Oh, okay. But you would read okay.
It's fantastic. I have the omnibus of it.
Superman Red Sun. They did a movie based off this, right? Or was it one I'm not?
They did a movie. Yep.
This is Superman's Russian, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I've heard good things about it. Batman under the Red Hood, Jude Wick.
Good.
Judd
Winnick.
Good lord. I can't pronounce these names sometimes.
It's okay.
Batgirl of Burnside, DC Compact Comics. Then Injustice, Gods Among Us, Year One. Nice. All in a compact comic? That book, whenever they did that, like compendiums or omnibuses, those are huge. Well, this would be a huge book.
Well, the first one is like I have the trades. The first one's okay. It's big.
It's big, yeah.
But I mean, it's not the compact. It'll fit in the compact. I mean, it's only.
Yeah, I have that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll fit in there. It'll be a big compact for sure.
Because I have a few of the compendiums. I have Omnibus Volume 1. But I'm glad. I like this. I like the story a lot. So I'm glad it's getting addition to this. And have you ever heard of this Death?
Death, yes. I've read Death before.
You've read Death. Oh God.
Yeah, I've read it before.
So
Death is cool.
If that's Death, so what is my sex life with my wife then?
That's called non-existent.
Why must you be this way to me? It's okay.
You asked.
All right, so most of these DC omnibuses we have already. Just gonna go to the row where we were actually at currently right now, and we got to get this for Laps, guys. This is Laps' birthday present. The baby, 1,504 pages, dude. Come on, man. What a steal
Dear
there.
Lord.
You said you read omnibuses in like a day. That would be like nothing to you.
I read the Green Lantern Volume 1 from morning to night. Yes, I had read it.
You are insane. You're crazy. Here's where we are currently right now. These just came out. Batman War Games. This one, Shade,
Mhm.
Nightwing, Tom Taylor Omnibus, Superman by Philip Kennedy Johnson. I have the companion to this. The art in this, I love the art. It gives off very like Roman Empire kind of vibes whenever I read the book. Superman Action Comics by Dan Jurgens.
That's a good
Batman
one.
Nightfall Omnibus Volume. This is a reprint, obviously, but if you guys never had it, then you give it a chance to. Wonder Woman by Phil Jimenez Omnibus coming out this week. These are this week's books. Batman Detective Comics by Mariko Tamaki. Laps. The other thing I got again for his birthday next year. Batman by Tom King Omnibus. Look at this.
That's all right.
This looks so. Do you like this artwork though? I don't know.
Yeah, I like the artwork. I think
Good
Catwoman
Lord.
looks great, man. Finch is a fantastic artist.
Good Lord.
I like the art in it. I just didn't like
Boobies.
the stories, man. Like it just
Boobies.
like the first arc with like Gotham and Gotham Girl, like
Gotham Girl.
Good Lord.
Gotham. Oh God.
That's
Wonder
gonna be
Woman
good.
by John Byrne Omnibus.
That's gonna be good. Now there you go. That's something right there that Hawkman, one of the most underrated Jeff Johns runs. That is awesome. I actually have.
You have the original printing because this is the 2025 edition.
No, I have the trades.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna get the Omni?
Oh, for sure.
I've heard you talk about this.
That has some of the best Jeff Johns stuff in it. It's fantastic.
Would you say better than like his JSA or Green Lantern stuff?
Not better than Green Lantern. JSA, that's hard because I love his JSA run. It's up there with the JSA. It's up there.
When it is Laps's birthday, we're getting him these books, and he's gonna.
Laps doesn't have a birthday. He was spread across the earth. Just
your ashes were spread across the earth to pollinate.
Look at that. You got
maybe
Triangle Air coming out soon.
Maybe get this for your son. Maybe.
No, thank you.
I know they
do guy.
Oh, no kids his age are. But honestly, it's sad. Flash by Joshua Williamson Omnibus. I have the first one. I'll get this one. Superman the Triangle Era Omnibus Volume 2.
Dude, the first Triangle Era was fantastic.
The Authority Omnibus Volume 2. Yeah, you're not a fan of the Authority, I heard.
It's not that. It's just There you go.
Birds
Spectre,
of Prey.
John Ostrander and Tom Mandrake. Fucking phenomenal.
Green Lantern by Robert Venditti?
Yeah, Venditti. Yep.
Jonah Hex, All-Star Western Omnibus.
That could depending on what, if they put all his good stuff in there, that could be cool because Jonah Hex has some cool shit in it if you like Westerns.
Secret Six by Gail Simone. The first omnibus is already out, so if you like this, then you get a Volume 2.
I mean, yeah.
I guess. Superman, Our World at War. That is so on the nose for Our Own Planet. I love that title.
And that's the Prelude one, so that sets up a lot of good stuff.
The Warlord by Mike Grell Omnibus. Hitman by Garth Ennis and John Mercea.
McCrae.
Doom Patrol by Keith Giffen and Matthew Clark. Green Lantern by Robert Venditti, Omnibus Volume 2. Young Justice Omnibus. Wonder Woman, The Silver Age Omnibus Volume 3. Shade. Titans by Tom Taylor. Oh, okay. No. I thought that would have been the Volume 2 to his run that they would actually do. Or unless no, it's Titans. It's on his Nightwing run.
Yeah, his Titans run is.
I thought that would be the slot for his second Nightwing Omnibus, but I guess they're just, Tom Taylor, we love you so much. We'll give you the Titans one. Good Lord. Green Arrow, Golden Age Omnibus Volume 1. The Flash by Mark Waid Omnibus. A lot of people have been waiting for Volume 3.
Volume 3, yeah, it's going to be fantastic.
Batman by James Tynion the Fourth.
That one is rough because...
Did you like the first Omnibus?
There's a lot of good stuff that he did, but there's a lot of crap too.
He's the guy that created Punchline, or was it someone else? Unless I'm mistaken.
Yes, I believe might have been him.
Yeah, because this is the run where they tried to pull in that character Punchline, but she never took off the way that
Yeah,
they
she never took off.
Yeah.
The Joker omnibus I have right here.
Oh, this 2026 edition. Okay.
Yeah, I have that one right here. It's just a bunch of like Joker stories. Some are good, some aren't.
Earth 2, the new 52 omnibus volume.
I don't care what anybody says. I'm buying that. I like a lot of the new 52.
You're a new 52 staunch defender.
I'm not a staunch defender. I said I like a lot of it. There's a lot of it that's garbage.
Catwoman, the new 52. You're buying this?
No, I just don't like whenever people say like, "Oh, it was so unpopular." That's such bullshit, dude. It
That's
was
actually
so popular and
you know what's crazy,
sold
man?
so
If
much.
people didn't like something, they have to rewrite every bit of history about it and not even acknowledge it. Maybe have did some the sales for that line were very good.
Yeah, that I'm pissed about too. The Golden Age Omnibus Volume 3 for Batman. It's like you need to preprint like 6, 7, and 8. Please reprint those.
Yeah, I agree. They've been reprinting Batman Golden Age omnibuses. Like, can you print the rest of the stuff and stop reprinting shit you already have? And
because mine are I had to buy used one. They're so beat up. That's why they're not on display. Or that's why it's only the first 5. Because I have 6 through 10. 9 is new and 10 was new, but like 6, 7, and 8, they're so beat up, dude. Like the dust jackets aren't even nice. You know what I mean? Like they're just it doesn't look good. So
Elseworlds Batman, Legion
that's
of
a good one.
Superheroes.
That's a good one.
The new Teen Titans Omnibus Volume 2, that's 2025 edition. Elseworlds Superman, The Flash, The Road to Rebirth Omnibus, Robin the Bronze Age Omnibus, Legends Omnibus.
The Road to Rebirth, I'm glad that they're doing that, right? But like it sucks that like that stuff's not already in the Flash omnibuses. Like that's ridiculous that it's not there.
Batman by Chip Zdarsky.
No, thank you.
Day 1 pre-order.
No. Hey, there's Tom. There's Tom Taylor's Volume 2.
Okay. Yep. Tom Taylor's Nightwing Omnibus Volume 2. Teen Titans.
I'll be getting that. The Batman and Superman World's Finest.
Ooh. Suicide Squad by John Ostrander. Elseworlds Justice League. Batman Urban. I have the trades for Batman Urban Legends. Never got around to reading them, but I do have the trades for them. But getting an omnibus form is cool. Batman Detective Comics New 52 Omnibus Volume 2. Yeah, Volume 1.
The last time, that's probably like the last time that Detective Comics actually sold well.
Don't tell me. That breaks my heart. That breaks my heart so
hard. Isn't that sad?
I mean, unless you count the milestone issue they had, 1000.
Yeah, but that. Like that's
that's guaranteed gonna happen. Like that's literally a fucking
like
shoe-in.
Yeah, exactly.
Supergirl, the Silver Age Omnibus Volume 1, Superman Brainiac Reborn Omnibus.
Michael asked a question. He said, "Laps, MSK told me if I start reading Batman, start with the current run, and I wouldn't start with what's happening now, like the Matt Fraction run.
Absolute Batman.
I mean, Absolute Batman, you can for sure. Depends on what you like." What type of story that you like with Batman. Court of Owls is always good. That's always a good starting point if you know a little bit of Batman. Me personally, I look at like single stories that you can buy that are self-contained, that are easy to read. Like Dark Knight Returns is something that you could read that's good because it already takes into place that you know stuff about Batman and he's older and he hasn't been Batman for years. So whenever it starts off, you don't really need to know anything except that this guy was Batman. So, and that's an easy starting point. I always say The Killing Joke just because a lot of things in Batman's continuity and history is based off of that.
Yeah.
Like a lot is, so that's a good one to do. But don't start with like the old stuff. That's just, it'll destroy.
That'll just turn you off from Batman.
It'll turn you off from Batman.
Oh yeah.
If you end up liking this stuff, I always look at the big runs that are there. Like Nightfall is cool, but I would get into more Batman stories before that. Batman Hush is a good one to get because it's just really awesome art and it's a self-contained story and it's just beautiful to look at. But
If
yeah,
you like, I know Michael said he's liked mystery, so I told him at some point Batman: The Long Halloween. If you like murder
Long
mystery,
Halloween, yeah, that's good, very good. And then, I mean, you could look into runs that are good but also cheap. You can get the Grant Morrison Batman Omnis for pretty cheap. They're not that expensive.
they're like, yeah, at most $40.
Yeah,
And
so I
if
mean,
anyone's charging more than that, tell them to
and
fuck
you
off.
get a lot of stuff in there. But I mean, that's I would look at those single things first. And I could talk to you off stream. And
You know what? Well, I didn't agree with you. Talk to that man. Michael is a crazy clout chaser.
but yeah, I have a whole bunch of stuff I could tell you. So
Yeah, because I don't know if money was a factor, so I told him to
but
start
Court
with
of Owls, I would Court of Owls is a good one to start.
I told him
I agree.
the DC compact comic version is $10. If you don't
Yeah.
like that, then no harm, no
Yeah.
foul. You only wasted $12. That's it.
Yeah, that's a good one to start with. I would say because
But
it's
then
good.
we have something that I just predicted, guys. I predicted it, and it finally happened. We're actually gonna get a Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths omnibus.
Such a beautiful book, man, and it's so sad that it contains what it does. Because it is really nice to look at.
We're gonna get you Night Terrors and Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths. How are you feeling about that?
I mean, I knew it would happen. It had so many tie-ins.
It has a lot of
And
tie-ins.
I was just mad because I read it all. I had like at the end, by the end of it, I had a stack that was like this of Dark Crisis stuff. And there was like 2 tie-ins. The problem that I had is there were like a few tie-ins that if you didn't read, you were like, wait, how did this happen? Because they skipped over a bunch of stuff. And it had he used like some cool character, like he used Sideways, which is like DC Spiderman. He was a very integral part of one of the storylines. But if you just read the Dark Crisis books, he's nowhere in them.
After that, we get Superman Action Comics by Dan Jurgens, Omnibus Volume 2, The Flash by Joshua Williamson, Omnibus Volume 3, and Batman the Bronze Age, Omnibus Volume 1. So DC is going to actually ask people to dig into their wallets and spend some money. So get ready for that. A lot of these bangers are getting ready to come out. I was initially not as interested potentially. I was like, I don't know, the cover art looks so good. I was like, you know what? I don't own anything Hawkman related.
Oh, it's fantastic. Here, let me grab this real quick.
Good. I like cheap. I'm not looking to dig into far just yet. That's what my wife said last night when we were having sex. So, Michael, you're essentially white. But don't worry, everyone. We are gonna get to
the art is good. It's Rags Morales, man. I mean, it's good stuff. So he did a lot of the stuff for Ultimate Spider-Man with Bendis. Like, it's good.
That looks majestic.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And it's got it's really good, to be honest. It's a Jeff Johns book. Like, so you know exactly what you're getting. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's good. It's good. And I'm glad that they're putting it in Omni form because the only stuff you get through the trades is this.
That's not enough.
And there's a lot of tie-ins that happen outside. And there was a lot of guys writing on that war. So it's going to be worth it, I think.
The Ultimate Spider-Man. So that one just got an Epic Collection because he said he played the Ultimate Spider-Man video game. So if
Ultimate Spider-Man. If anybody asks about Spider-Man, that is literally the run I tell them to get. Is Ultimate Spider-Man by Bendis.
Yeah, and they just made an Epic Collection for it, and he said he played the video game that came out for the PlayStation 2 a long time ago. So you're already familiar. If you're already familiar with that story, that should be the first one you get. And keep in mind, second Epic Collection is coming out very, very soon, so you won't have to wait for the other one.
Yeah, even if you don't, like, it's just the best starting point. It's just the best start because it's you already know who Spider-Man is, you know a little bit about it, and it has its own continuity, and it's boom right there and there, and it's great. It's fantastic.
Yep, and
I literally have all 4 of them right here.
You have the omnibuses; those look so good. Those look so damn good.
Yep.
And we're gonna get to reviewing this in just a moment, and then we'll get to our topic. But Laps, you look tired. What happened?
I am extremely tired. I am so very tired.
Good Lord, I'm gonna inject some life into you. Yeah.
Ew. No.
Okay, no homo. We're not gonna touch each other. I'm gonna do
no injecting any life into me.
I'm gonna do some black girl magic for you.
Oh boy. That
Oh,
sounds awesome.
it sounds, to be fair, out of context, it sounds really gay, but in context, it sounds pretty heroic, actually. I'm kind of excited. I'll buy them when I can. They're in my cart for later right now. Well, just get one at a time, whenever you want to. There's no rush, you know. It's whenever you want to. He's married. You can't do that. Me, I would never let you touch me because you're white, actually. So you never mixed internet with real life. I'm not doing that ever again. I am retired from women, actually.
You're also retired from brushing your hair, apparently.
You know, okay, fair enough. I'll give you that one. You're right. All right, let's get down to business.
All right,
let's have some fun here. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a comic book review on Absolute Flash #2. So if you guys have not had a chance to check out our previous comic book review on Absolute Flash #1, I highly recommend you guys go and check out our comic book review of Absolute Flash #1. That way you guys know how we feel about that comic book issue compared to this one. Because as you guys know, sometimes you may feel differently about issue 1s to issue 2s or vice versa. So Labs comic fan, he's obviously just a bundle of sunshine, just the happiest man on planet Earth whenever you can talk about comics with him. And he's going to give me all of his life savings because he wants to give to charities and give to people of color. Am I right?
I thought you were rich.
Black people and telling the truth. You know that's just not a thing. Okay.
You're just representing. That's all.
Oh, shit. Fuck. Holy God. But overall, I will say this. This book so far, because I've only read the first 2 issues, this reminds me a lot of the Flash TV show. It feels very episodical. It feels very fun. I like the tone of the book. I'll be honest here. There's not really anything I dislike, honestly.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah. The only thing that I could say I dislike is not even about the book or the story. It's the fact DC, you know how much I criticize Marvel for this. I'm reading this book and I enjoy it, and I get a fat ad every other page.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Yeah, they did so good on, I can't remember what book we read. I mean, might have been Martian Manhunter. Remember, it was like all the ads were like at the back.
Yeah.
There was like no ads during the book. And we're like, yeah. I hate when they do it because it's always like right after a point's being made. Yeah. Right. Or something else happens. And you're like, thanks, advertisement for movie that when I read this is going to be on direct video. Like,
you know what's crazy? When I was reading this when I saw these ads going, this guy Laps already owns this book. You are advertising shit to him he already owns. And what's crazy?
Very true.
What's crazy when you just brought up your point, I agree, because we're at the most tension moments here where all the emotion is getting pushed on Wally. You're trying to balance, okay, this is going on, and then I get an ad about Weir yesterday. Like,
which makes no sense either. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty positive that if you look at when this came out, the We Are Yesterday book for the Justice League had already come out.
Like, the first one is like you have Absolute Batman here as an ad. That makes sense. Advertising absolute titles in absolute
books, because that had yet to come out. I think it was like the next month too.
But I'll ask you, this is a hypothetical. I don't know if it's true. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. What I'm saying is like, do you think people that read like the absolute titles that carries over to like the main universe? I don't know if there's overlap like that. I don't know.
I mean, I look at it like this. If you're reading absolute, you probably were reading mainline beforehand. Yeah. So it depends. It just depends. Like, look at when Absolute started. We were in such a weird spot with a lot of the mainline books, like Batman, right? Is going Matt Fraction. That comes out this Wednesday or next week or something like
Matt
that.
Fraction's book should be not this week, but the following week. I think.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's soon. It's getting done before it's coming out. Like, think of this. It's coming out before Hush 2 ends. Like, which is bothersome because you're going to have a Batman 162 while a Batman #1 is out, and it's in the same continuity.
No,
it's the same thing.
I agree. My biggest problem is when DC lied to us and blatantly fucking told us bullshit when they said Jim Lee's already ahead in issues. We know how he is. We know he can get lazy. He's already almost done. Why lie?
The fact that it was 9 months ahead of time when we got the thing, and then 9 months passed, and #4 was delayed. God damn it! 9 books came out.
Aren't the books like only 24 pages? Is Jim Lee that lazy at this point?
I think they're 30. I think the first one might have been more. But I know that they were.
The first one I think is 28. I think.
Yeah. So it might have been 28 or something. I remember one of them being 30 pages, but there was like 3 pages on there that nothing was like. Literally nothing was happening. It was just like Batman perched on something, or he got stabbed. You know, because like. They've had so much more of Batman and the Joker. It seems like a big Joker story than it does a Hush story.
Which is crazy because the first Hush book isn't even a Joker story. He's just an added addition to it.
Right. And they try to make it in Hush 2 as like he's an added addition.
Right.
But it like the first 3 books, they're literally like what the stuff that's happening. You could say, yes, Hush put that in place, right?
Right.
Them being in this position, and the reaction that, but it's literally what the Joker did by being in that position. So it's more focused on that than it is what the guy with the bandages in the background is doing. It is, and I read the last book, and I was like, "Oh, Hush! Finally, he's here!
Oh, he's finally here!" Even though the art's almost over. Fuck
me, and he's gone.
I will also say the artist on this book, Nick Rolbs and Adriano Lucas, for the art and the colors, so beautiful.
Dude, yeah, the colors in Absolute Flash are phenomenal.
And we will start off. This is the cover that I chose. I like covers like these. I think that this one looks amazing, honestly.
So I did get the same one, but I also got this because I thought this was a really cool. I thought this one was a really cool variant cover.
That looks cool. Huh.
Yeah, it's done with like it looks like pastel chalk art. And the only reason why I got this is because it was in the dollar bin. I got it like a month after. It was in the dollar bin, but you could tell it's a variant because it's listed at $6.35, and it has the "do not remove from cover" thing on it.
I will say for that variant cover, that even pretty much, I don't know, kind of capitalizes on what's going on in the book too.
It does. It actually does, like I was saying, it does stick with the tone.
Yeah.
Of what we saw in book 2, which was very good. I think they've nailed the I don't want to say Flash is a smaller character, but like Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern, Flash. I thought they've.
You remember that Wonder Woman shit we said?
Oh my God, people were so pissed at us.
Imagine, that's why I told you giving honest opinions makes people fucking freak out. I don't get it.
Think about it. Like if you haven't had a good run since George Perez. I mean, come on.
Whenever you ask someone, I know it's not a Wonder Woman bashing session. I'm just.
And I like Wonder Woman. I like Diana. I really do.
Yeah. But when you ask someone, what is outside of George Perez, what do you like about this character? People say, "Oh, I like her villains." They can't only name like 2. Okay, don't lie to me. You just say you don't know. It's very simple.
I would say the stuff that I liked about her, I liked the whole her being made from clay type thing, and
I like that origin
her parentage, right?
Yeah.
I liked the mythology with the gods and stuff, like the War of the Gods. I thought was really good. I thought that was a really cool run. But a lot of the stuff that she does outside of that, I think works better in teams than it does having an Amazon running around the United States by herself using a sword that like she doesn't get to kill like her enemies.
If you tell people on Twitter that Wonder Woman is not a good character, the amount of people
I think she's a good character. I do. I like Wonder Woman.
I think she generally is a good character. I think she's been a disservice by creatives.
She has been done a disservice for a while. I'll say that. I will say that.
Because Tom King, there was a panel I read out of context. It's out of context. I'm admitting that. Where she was talking about eating rats. I was like, okay, yeah.
I
Oh,
know.
good Lord. Stop. Get some help.
There's a lot of, you know.
So let's go into it. So we're picking off from where issue 1 left off. So issue 1 ended off where basically Flash's rogues gallery in this specific continuity are trying to track him down. Wally is still very distraught.
He's in a cave.
He's in a cave. He is very distraught. So many thoughts are going through his head here.
Now, hold on though. But do you see why I was telling you when after you read this book? Do you see why I was telling you to every time you saw him on a page, don't reference the now, later, then, before?
I'll be honest,
because he's there. He's there at all
Mm-hmm.
times.
Yeah,
he's there at all times. He's experiencing it all at once. It's not until he goes to the future that he's like, oh, that's where the two tomorrows come from. And I think this is the first book that references the two worlds. Because he doesn't know. Remember, he's like, am I a villain in this one or am I a hero in that one?
Yeah.
There you go. But anyway, go ahead.
You're fine. After that, Captain Cold and the gang basically try to corner him in this cave. And I forget this lady. The lady who tries to attack him with her sabers and he phases through them. I forget her name sometimes.
Hold on. You talk Digger.
And
Glider. There's Digger and Glider.
I can make a joke here. Digger rhymes with, and she's black. Wow.
Bigger?
Joke.
Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. That was safe. Thank God for that one. Woo! Good Lord. So she tries to attack Wally. He phases through her sword attack, and Captain Cold freezes his legs. Then after that, he has this.
The black woman is Glider. Just letting you know, the black woman is Glider. Okay. Digger is the one with the. No, it is. Digger's the one with the mask.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But anyway.
They're fine. And then, because Wally, like in the last...
dirty thoughts, MSK. Dirty thoughts.
I'm just pointing out, we were thinking the same thing. Just saying. Great minds think alike.
Oh, God, shut up.
Oh, so, as you guys know from the last issue, Wally is very kind of emotional and sad right now because he thinks he killed Barry. He did this horrible thing. Now he's been given these powers, whether by accident or someone planned it. Who knows? He doesn't know that. And he is feeling it right now. He lets out this jolt of energy. This is what all his pages.
That page is fantastic.
Amazing. God.
It's very colorful. And it's cool because so he gets past all them out of the cave, right? And then they're all there, like classic villain pose, but they're not villains technically. You know, they work for the government, it seems. And it is the rogues gallery. And it's kind of neat because he doesn't really know what the hell's happening, and he's experiencing all these things all at once. So it's like when he sees all them, he's kind of like, "Oh, you're not Barry or my dad. Fuck, what's happening here? Who are you people? And why do you have a boomerang?"
Like it's crazy because he starts experiencing this emotional outburst, and then all of this happens right here where it says then. And then okay, so there's an ad in the book. Okay, so what I also hate about DC currently is what they did with the actual mainline Flash. The mainline Flash,
dude, it's so bad.
That guy is leaving the book. Simon Spurrier. Yeah, he's leaving the book.
They
softly canceled the book. Let's be honest.
It's so bad, guys. It's so bad.
Why did they reboot it after having 800 issues deep for a new number one, only to get to 24 issues?
I think they did that because of Dawn of DC.
Right. Yeah.
So what happened was Dawn of DC started, and I think they wanted to reboot because leading in to the Dark Crisis, right? After Dark Crisis, there was all these Earths that were not the 52 Earths. They were not, because Pariah was pulling all sorts of Earths out and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. So the Flashes their book was started so they could explore all the different Earths. So I think that's why they wanted to start over. It still doesn't make sense that they did that way, but that's what they were doing, right? And they got this dude to write it, and he did not have a fucking clue. It was bad. It's like one of the few times where, put it this way, I'm reading the JSA and New Gods, but I'm not reading the mainline Flash. That should tell you something.
And this was back when I first started kind of like buying comic books weekly, around this time period where Dawn of DC was popping off, or that's even a joke itself. It was popping off. It was more like Yawn of DC. People said that Flash book when it first came out was dead on arrival. I'm like, that bad?
Well, it was. Oh, it was bad. It was bad right from the beginning.
You would say dead on arrival. There's no hope for it at all. Wow.
He pigeonholed himself into like trying to fit the narrative of what was going on as opposed to telling us a Flash story.
I see what you're saying. Yep.
And it was more like some people I say, hey, we would like to know that these characters all exist in the same world as opposed to just teaming up to know that they're in the same world.
Mm-hmm.
It was referencing way too much other crap that didn't matter. And we were losing track of the fact that we had this Flash family that we could have used all of these characters in. And he was supposed to be, going to these different Earths and mapping them. And we were supposed to have this big, giant map of the multiverse and what we were going to do with it. And it just, no.
So then after that horrendous ad about the mainline Flash title that no one's buying.
So while he's doing this energy thing, he sees like the then, as they call it. And he sees Barry. And he's like, wait a minute. I thought Barry's dead. And Barry's like, take my hand. He's like, hold on. And he tries to reach out and he can't get it. And you see this awesome panel at the bottom where it's like, it's really cool, man, where he's trying to reach him and all that stuff. And it's like, shit. So as that happens, it goes, go ahead, goes to the next page.
Yeah, fine.
And at that time, Barry's actually in that time. It's like that just happened for him. And he's like, oh, crap, what happened to Wally? And as he's saying that, Wally's dad comes in. He's like, you son of a bitch, what did you do to my son? I told you not to.
That is actually how he would sound like, too. What did you do to my boy? You took my gerb.
You took my gerb. And he hits Barry in the face. Yep. And as that's happening, there's like, what's cool is you could see the energy building up behind Wally's dad. You could see all this energy building up to him. And he was like, you just had to mess with him, my kid, you arrogant. And he's trying to tell him, like, I didn't do anything to your kid. He's trying to tell him that. But as they turn around, you actually see.
Such an awesome page. Such an awesome fucking sequence.
And then when you turn the page, you actually see Wally appearing to his dad in the energy. And he's telling him, like, get away from me. Get off me. But like I said, if you think of it as he exists in all time and all space, as that's happening, his dad thinks he's saying it to him. He's actually not saying like get away from me and stuff to his dad. He's actually saying that to the Rogues Gallery.
Yeah. So
that's where his physical body is.
Yeah. So from just when I saw, his powers are manifesting in a way where like a lot of the Flashes have, where you can basically put yourself somewhere while being somewhere else, while something else is happening, and that other thing in that dimension is happening. I get it can be a little confusing for people, but
that's why I said just imagine if you see any of him, like his outline or anything, that's actually happening. But his physical body might be somewhere else. So what he was saying to the Rogues Gallery, like get away from me, get off me, his dad and Barry were actually seeing that in the energy form. That's why he was saying, they're thinking like, whoa, what did we do? Like, hey, where?
And I imagine that helps his mental state, knowing the fact that they're still around, because he thought
they're still around. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's wondering why, also because in his physical state, he had the skeleton of Barry. So he's probably confused as hell. Like, what is happening here?
So then after that, Barry goes to where what it is called the Now, and the Rogues Gallery obviously are still there talking about their next plan of action. This character, I forget her name. I forget. Digger rhymes with what black people call themselves in music videos. Good Lord. God. Laps, you're a terrible person. Figures out a way to get Barry down into one of these kind of orbs that they usually have.
It's like a little ball. It's Wally.
He tries to capture he captures Wally in this ball, and Wally just phases out of it. So essentially what I'm looking at from this book right now is the book is trying to basically get Wally's first feet to be able to phase through and phase into time.
I think it's like I don't think he knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
He's just
it is
angry.
unintentional. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just angry, and I don't think he knew he could get through that. I don't think he knew. I think they're showing us that the powers that he has are very uncontrollable, and they're just whatever the hell he wants it to be right now. It's not just necessarily Speed Force. Could be that we might find out that it is, but he doesn't know that.
After that, he continues to run away from them. Shaniqua tries to go after him.
Glider. And then we get a really awesome
Oh!
two-page advertisement.
I love
after
Dan
we
Mora.
just had,
I do.
yeah,
But
Dan Mora's
why?
art is great.
Why, DC?
Great.
Why? In the most intensive moments of the book,
Yep.
when you're reading this, ads, just ads. We just got an absolute Batman out over here.
Yeah, Flash of Two Worlds is good.
Good Lord. Good Lord. So after that, Glider tries to grab him. He is still having these things that he's still saying to himself. He's been saying a lot of things to himself since the series began. Going through like these, he has this flashback when he's talking to himself about a time where him and his mom was still alive.
Well, he's
celebrating.
actually, he's not talking about it. He's existing in all of it.
That's the crazy part. Yeah, you're right. He's existing in that. See, that I'm just saying, if you were a speedster and you could do that, if you could go into a time frame where you know how like your powers are mastered and you could exist in a period where your younger self is, would you do that
with your knowledge? I might change some things.
You're the worst person ever.
Might change a few things that I did.
And then after that, this symbol right here for his Flash outfit starts lighting up. Then after
in his eyes.
Is it his eyes?
That's his eye. Yeah.
I did not see that. So glad you're here. Good Lord. After that, he gets another vision of himself in the future where he's the hero. He's like, no two tomorrows, two worlds. Am I a hero or am I a monster? Just what a beautiful page right there. Then it has the Flash symbol right here. Damn, this book is so fun. I loved reading this. Holy shit. Then he gets out of it. It's like that moment in a comedy show where like that loser who never gets a woman thinks like, oh yeah, she's hitting on me. Turns out he's just talking.
He's talking to himself. It's like the coat hanger. My sister left a jacket. So
that's sad. That's so sad. God, do you think he tried to get his sock pregnant? Oh, so after seeing himself as the completed Wally West that we would envision him to be, Captain Cold's like, you know what?
Like,
fuck this.
What am I becoming?
Captain Cold, it's like, fuck this. Fuck this shit. Let's just get Grodd. You got. When I first read this, I was thinking they're gonna get a big fucking huge monkey. No racist connotation implied in that at all. I legit thought we're gonna get a big ass monkey like Absolute Bane, but then we got this.
Yep, we got
that's Grodd.
Monkey.
Absolute Flash of Two Worlds. No, that was kind of cool. I didn't expect that to be there, but then guess more ads. Oh, fucking the ads in this book were disgusting. Absolutely so cringe. But overall, no, really enjoyed the book. Pacing was good. Everything that I liked about book one is still here, which I like. The pacing is good. The dialogue is fun. The tone and atmosphere is really Flash to me from things that I've seen in other media about the Flash. I do like how they're doing the emotional spectrum of Wally very good throughout the book. This, in my opinion, might win best art of the year, barring also, Dan Mora being the first one and some Jorge Jimenez stuff on the new Batman run, starting with Matt Fraction very soon. But the art in this book is so damn good. Holy shit, man. Just dudes out here killing it on this title. But I'll ask you, man, what are your closing thoughts on Absolute Flash number 2?
I liked it a lot. I mean, it's very reminiscent of some older Flash books, but I like what they're doing. What does he say? Now, don't read the Martian one. It's the idea he has the past and future.
I've only read issue 1.
I mean, I'm current on. I have every single Absolute book.
Do you like Absolute Martian Manhunter so far?
Yeah, love it.
Okay,
love it. Yep, I have every Absolute book that there is. So
this is a question that I will answer just from my point of view. I don't think every book is dark. I mean, Absolute Batman had a darker tone.
No, he's talking about like the world itself.
Oh, it's about the universe itself. Oh, I mean,
like I like the Martian Manhunter books. Like I don't know. I mean I read. If I like something, I'm gonna read it. Like, and I like that you know, I like the Flash books. I'm current on that. I've read all of those. I've read all the Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman absolute books. I mean,
Oh, I thought he was talking about the overall tone of the universe. I mean, it just depends on what you're into. If you are into more darker tones, yeah, I would think there's more darker
no,
tones right now with some of the characters.
right.
But,
I well,
you know.
It's okay. Sure.
So, would you like for me to give you $1 million? All jokes aside, no. Overall, I'm enjoying this, series so far. Can't wait to read issue 3 and 4 and 5 and whatever issues come out. What I'm enjoying is this idea in my head where, eventually we're going to get an absolute Flash hardcover for the first arc, and cover A of the first book is going to be the artwork, and that's going to look so beautiful in a hardcover. Just imagining that right now. That's going to look fucking great.
I have a bunch of the variants too. I have all the regular Flash ones of this, and I have
nothing beats that first book's art is beautiful. Holy shit.
Yeah, I like them. 4 and 5 are really good too. I mean,
when's his first arc? It's 5, right? I'm pretty sure Absolute Flash of Two Worlds is 5, I think.
It might be. I can't remember. I don't remember, dude. I know I've read them, but like, hold on, let me see. I can tell you.
They're good.
Let me open it. Because I bag and board these as soon as I'm done reading them. Let's see.
I imagine in the later books there's ads about Superman, the movie that just came out.
There is.
Yeah. That's as crazy as it is. But overall, I did enjoy what I have here, and just letting you guys know, more of these comic book reviews will be coming out. I know they've slowed down, but we're gonna obviously bounce back, and we're gonna.
No, they had the I think it's only 3 books, because 4 is the Iron Heights, Trial of Iron Heights.
Oh, okay.
And then 5 is part 2 of Trial of Iron Heights.
Hell yeah. So,
but it all takes place right after each other. It all does. So, yeah.
Do you know how much I love all of you guys? All jokes aside, but
yeah,
yes,
yes, that's the whole idea of the absolute universe, is they're gonna cross over. We understand that
at some point, but who knows?
No, they will.
It might just be like my dad. You might never know who he is. Oh, so
I mean, that would obviously have to happen, since there's a giant rift in freaking the Watchtower, and then Booster Gold went in there, and then time reversed itself for a second, and nobody remembered that Booster Gold went in there. And I mean, that if you needed to, that's basically what this whole thing was about right here.
Yeah.
The Challengers of the Unknown, that was dealing with the aftermath of what happened with Darkseid, what was created in our world and the ramifications of it. And then the Atom Project, the Justice League Atom Project, was basically them trying to get people's powers back, and what that was about. And then what I thought was, in my opinion, the most underrated book of the All-In series so far has been the New Gods. I thought this was fantastic. Like, New Gods has been great. That Ethan Cagle guy, his art is awesome, and they're up to issue 9 right now, and I've been reading that. It's awesome.
So before we head out of this review, I just want to let you guys know, by the time you do see this review, I know they've slowed down, not because I don't like reading comic books, not because I don't enjoy buying them, none of that. Just things in life can pile up, and there's other content we need to get to, because when we're talking about like news and stuff, that is a lot more easier to make as videos than doing this sometimes. But no, we're going to be going so ham on comic book reviews. I'm going to be so knowledgeable about this. My brain will actually grow in knowledge so much to the point where none of you feeble, pathetic humans will understand the complexities in my mind. I'll be thinking at a higher brain average no man will ever think of. I'll be beyond 200 IQ. I'm going to be at like a 500 IQ. I'm going to be a fucking genius. I'll literally be Batman in that fucking chair where I knew everything. So Outside of that, thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. I am MSK, aka Master Striking, and we're going to sign out, guys. See you guys later. Goodbye. Peace. All right. Now we're going to get to this really quickly. How you feeling, buddy?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just reading these comments and I'm like, dude, I understand comic books. Like, I've been reading them for fucking 40 years. I have like literally every all-in book except for like Zatanna.
Yes, Tiamat, Darkseid will return, as evident by the DC knockout event they're doing. We know, everyone knows, well, at least, you know, he's not dead. You know, he wasn't even dead in the book. He just became a different, a different being.
That world has actually been referenced before years ago.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
whenever you got to see Metropolis with all the Omega symbols, go look it up. You can go find it. I'll give you that hint. That's why Booster Gold was like, I know where I am.
Yeah. How late are we going? Oh, we're just gonna do the last topic and that's it. I have to go and I gotta get some stuff done. We started late. I didn't plan on that, you know, but it's fine. We can always get stuff done in due time because this is actually very important because we did say we were going to talk about this and I don't want to be like not talking about it. Even though I said we were going to do it. So going to get this set up here right now in just a moment. Let me make sure my brain works. Do you think my brain works?
I'm sure it does.
Good Lord. Good. I fried this man tonight. Oh no. I fried him. Don't worry, man. I will give you back massages so well your body will actually just become like so powerful. I can give you radiation from the sun. I will make you Superman. Is that possible? Oh God. Yeah, he's at this point now where he's just like, MSK, you're too hot, rich, and good looking.
Yes.
All right. So let's get into our main event of tonight, talking about Ultimate Spider-Man. You know? So, hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about Ultimate Spider-Man ending, and this will actually kick off Ultimate Endgame. So for those of you guys who don't know, Marvel Comics' new Ultimate Universe is going to go into another big event after Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion, and that's going to be Ultimate Endgame. Now, the thing about Ultimate Spider-Man ending is weird, right? Because this book, like you've highlighted in many of the videos that we've done, this book literally has been best-selling book ever since it came out. I mean, people have to understand, when that first issue dropped, it sold out so much. It was rushed for reprints. Jonathan Hickman and Marco Cicchetto's first arc on Ultimate Spider-Man. Oh, fuck! It's like, I got comic book gasms reading that. It was that good. I absolutely fucking love the book. It was amazing. And then when you hear about this ending, you're just like, just from a fan perspective, why would fans trust you again? But we know fans are. It's Spider-Man. Everyone trusts. It's the thing is, when people say, I'm not going to buy a Spider-Man book again, they're always buying that Spider-Man book. Marvel knows they got you.
Dude, you know it is, because you know how many runs of Spider-Man I have upstairs, and you know exactly what is in this box down here that I said I would never buy, but I have all 10 of their issues so far.
I'm not going to lie. You're right.
You know it's true.
I got them too. So it's one of these things where this is going so well. I've very rarely met anyone that has read this and not liked it. The only criticism the book has from the later arcs that I haven't read yet, that I do haven't trade, they said the book is pretty much at this point now Spider-Man without Spider-Man. I don't know if that's true. That's the criticism.
Well, it doesn't have as much Spider-Man in it, but
right.
There is, you know, but it's a fair criticism, you know,
yeah.
but it's you'd have to read it. Like, obviously people are still enjoying it regardless of what's
Yeah,
in
the
it. You know
sales
what I mean?
prove it.
So
Right.
yeah. So I mean, like that I think it's one of those things where it's like, if you have to look for a criticism, this is what we're going to say, even though
Right.
it's not a flawless book, obviously, but
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
it's one of those things where why would they stop it? It's like, and I understand there might be a reason that Jonathan Hickman might want to, and there might be a
no, he does.
creative
He said he
reason.
wants to.
Yeah.
He said he wants to.
But just the fan, like, do you feel like at some point the fans will get burned because they feel like they invest so much into something and then only to have it taken away because basically
Well,
they don't want to do it anymore? Just from a fan perspective. I'm saying he doesn't want to. I'm saying, like, just how it feels as a customer. You're like, damn, I'm investing this much, then it's going to end again, then it's going to restart, because it's going to restart again. Like, we know there's no way they'll do another Ultimate Spider-Man #1 by next year. There's no way. Marvel's not that dumb,
well, they are that
Well,
dumb.
no, fucking hell! You took the words out of my mouth. But it's one of these things where I'm just confused sometimes, because when this announcement was made that Ultimate Spider-Man was ending, people were like, "Damn, my favorite book is ending, not the Maker's coming back." Do you guys want something crazy? In Ultimate Wolverine issue #2, the Maker randomly appears in that book. Do you see anybody give a fuck? People
No,
care more that this character is going to be gone than the Maker coming back, which is the end all be all. And have they, like, I don't know if they really built that up effectively enough for us to care about that, but it's like, damn. But
yeah, no, this is actually, Hickman wanted this. He wanted this. That's how it was planned out by him.
God Lord,
And I mean, that's how he does things. That's how Hickman always doesn't,
look at this art by
that's
Marco
completely,
so
that's they definitely go past 8 to 12 issues. I mean, we've seen it. I have a bunch of omnibuses back here of guys that do. This is something that Hickman is, he said he wanted, I don't know if he said exactly 24 issues, but he said this is exactly what he wanted to do. And you can go read his Substack.
But even you highlighted this about Jonathan Hickman a lot of times, where he'll start something, but somewhere toward when it gets to be a certain issue number, he just kind of
no, it's
away.
Not that. It's more like the thing that happened with the X-Men is he wanted to go to the next arc of the X-Men. The X-Men was selling well for the first time in a bazillion years, and they didn't want him to end the Krakoa era. He wanted to end it after Inferno. And they were like, no. So he was like, all right, fuck it. Go ahead. You can have all these idiots take it over. I'll give them the outline of it, and we see what happened. It failed.
Yeah. And just from a fan perspective, they would see that as like,
well,
this
tell that to Zeb Wells, TML, because he fucking ran Amazing Spider-Man for how long?
No. Hey, keep in mind, a person like Zeb Wells, if he was writing as bad as he was in that Spider-Man book, that shit would have got canceled in 10 issues. It's only because he was on Spider-Man that it even lived that long, actually.
And I'm still buying Spider-Man for some reason, and I don't even like it. Like, I have them, and I have them too. I don't. Why am I buying?
Are you going to get the Zeb Wells Amazing Spider-Man omnibus?
God, no.
That's literally okay. Do you know I'll ask you this before you read what's in this article. What's a more better investment, toilet paper or that?
I mean, toilet paper, because it won't hurt your ass whenever you crinkle it up and wipe with it. There might be some sharp edges on that Zeb Wells.
That was the first comment that I saw. Amazing Spider-Man by Zeb Wells omnibus. Someone said they actually printed toilet paper. And someone called it the Paul omnibus.
Yeah.
Oh God.
We got Jeremy Adams is still going strong on on his newest issue of Green Lantern was fantastic.
It's so crazy that his Green Lantern run is what wasn't in the top of
here's the thing. Either they let people finish their books or they don't. You can't have it both ways. It's like,
I like having it both ways.
We've seen this in Ultimate stuff. We've seen this in Absolute. We've seen this in many different forms. I mean, Bendis wrote fucking Ultimate Spider-Man for how many years? I mean, that's just it's just the way it goes. Like, there's definitely more of an editorial dressing in fucking the mainline continuity. I mean, I've only been reading comic books for it'll be 40
and keep in mind, this is what I've told people. It could even just
going to be 50 years old. So there's that.
And this is something that I've even brought up. We know now it's not sales. This sales, because all people would say something like, "But if the sales aren't justifying it business
No, of
wise, it makes no
course,
sense."
right?
Right? But
But the
this is
sales
selling
are.
well. This is the trade paperbacks are some of the highest selling books as well.
That's why I think it's a Hickman thing as well.
Yeah, Jonathan Hickman.
And like I said, what would you rather have? Would you rather have the book continue with Hickman not being inspired to write, or would you rather have him finish his conclusion and go on to something else, and then possibly handing it over to someone else who's going to ruin it all anyway? So
Because
I
it
mean,
would feel bad if he's staying on the book writing stories that he doesn't
want to do for it. Yeah, and like at first, he wasn't even going to do this. I can't remember who pitched the idea. They wanted to redo the Ultimate Universe, but like he had all these ideas.
Yeah, a lot of ideas.
That's why he does. That's how he does. The things that he does. That's why he does that.
Good old John. Jonathan Hickman's Ultimate Spider-Man run reaches its epic conclusion in issue 24. Ever since the current Ultimate Universe launched back at the end of 2023. Also, we did a trade paperback review on Ultimate Invasion and the one-shot afterwards, so go check that on the channel if you have not yet.
Yes, hold on. I understand that Hickman has other jobs that he does, but he literally said that like this was a finite book. Whether it was 24 issues or 30, Hickman always writes in arcs. Like that's the way he does things. He plans this stuff out. Like it's exactly why whenever he wanted to move on during his Avengers run, that they had him write Infinity, that thing with Thanos and his son and all that stuff, because they wanted that to pan out better. That's how they do this. Like, I mean, you could ask Professor Savage, Dad, dude. Between me and him, we've been reading comic books for over 70 something years. Like I was buying comic books whenever they were 99 cents.
Savage Dad is a cloud chaser. Don't trust that guy. Jokes aside.
You stop it.
There has been a countdown of sorts to a specific point in time. You see, the Ultimate Universe was manipulated by the villainous Maker, an alternate reality Reed Richards that no one gives a fuck about. No one cares.
That's not true.
I'm joking. And upon
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, though.
No, I just find it weird that more people care about this book ending than that character coming back. I just find that funny.
Well, I mean, it's not that they don't care about him coming back. It's the point of when the Maker comes back. That he's the one that created this Ultimate Universe, so they know that shit's going to end.
Why can't he be just like my wife and always be there for me and love me?
Well, come on, because he doesn't fit under the bed. And
thanks for admitting I have a bed now.
The pump that you have.
Oh fuck!
You didn't let me finish. The pump that you have, doesn't fit under the bed because the bed would be flat to the ground because you're laying on top of it, right?
And upon discovering what the Maker had done to his world, Howard Stark, Tony Stark's dad, no shit, successfully trapped the Maker in time for 2 years. All Tony could hope for was to get together enough superheroes in those 2 years that they might have a chance to stop the Maker when he emerged from the time trap Tony's father laid for him. Yes, if you didn't read Ultimate Invasion, this is going to sound kind of confusing. Just read that. It'll be better than reading
how much did I tell you that was, remember when we did that review and I kept telling you?
It's not that I didn't like the book. It was just long.
I understand. But now you understand what I was saying, though. Right?
The planning that Jonathan Hickman does is insane. I will give him that. He is a visionary.
Yes, that's why I'm saying. Like he doesn't just write. Jesus Christ, MSK. He's like, I need charts and diagrams for this, pie graphs and stuff.
Hey, John, buddy, if you're watching this, you can give an outline of my sex life.
You ever seen that video of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia with Charlie in the newsroom? The mail never stops, you see. Those fucking lines all over the map. It's MSK's sex life.
Well, those 2 years.
How's your hand, Miss Sparkles?
And Marvel has announced that 2-year countdown will also serve as the conclusion of Jonathan Hickman and Marco Cicchetto's acclaimed run on Ultimate Spider-Man, the most popular book in the Ultimate line of comics. So Ultimate Black Panther, I don't know if you guys are reading that, or Ultimate X-Men, those fell off the sales charts a long time ago.
Yeah, I
don't know if they were good.
I'm still reading Ultimate Wolverine. I'm still
reading
that. Yeah, I'm missing one of the books, and I don't know what happened to it. I don't know what I did with it, but I am. So I read from Marvel. I'm reading Ultimate Spider-Man. I'm reading One World Under Doom. I
Yep.
bought a bunch of the, the tie-ins, but I read Superior Avengers. Read Ultimate Wolverine. Let me see what else. Spider-Man and Wolverine, which I think honestly is, if you're going to, it's sad that the main line, Spider-Man is terrible, but if you want something that to fill your hole for MSK sex life and
Fuck. Damn. Just burns
or
all night.
or
I love it.
or if your Ultimate Spider-Man thing, the Spider-Man Wolverine book, it's going to issue 4, is fantastic. It's just
Okay.
a straight up fun, and check out this cover, dude. When I saw cover 2, and after I had read
The
the first
covers
book,
have
which I
been
thought
amazing.
this cover, dude, has been fucking.
Ooh.
That is such a cool cover.
Also 90s, exaggerated.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought when I saw. I was like, oh man, that's like Sam Keith exaggerated, Wolverine. And they actually released this, which I was kind of happy. They released this single one shot by Chris Claremont. This was basically lost to single issues, never been printed. It was in a trade, I can't remember, but this is a cool one shot. This came out like a week ago or something like that. So if you want that too, like, that's something that you could read. Now, granted, like I said, it's a one shot, so there's not gonna be any more books. Now, if you want something not to read, you can always go with the old Chip Zdarsky and his Captain America runs that I'm going to give a chance, but yeah.
You're good.
Anything.
But it's just this thing that Marvel does with, whether it be planned or how it's perceived. I think they'll do another Ultimate Spider-Man book with a different creative team. I don't.
Probably most likely.
What would be the end goal of bringing this back? Just to end it in 2 years? So if this Ultimate Universe ends again, then it's like,
okay. So if it depends on how it doesn't. What if the Ultimate Universe doesn't end, but his setup ends? Like the stuff he had set up ends, but there's still stuff. Because obviously,
just like how they set up that Tomorrowverse in the DC animated universe, like that. That'd be good.
And then they just get a new team, to take on whatever role Spider-Man. Oh my god, whatever role Spider-Man would be playing in that, unless he does something awesome and kills him off, like Bendis.
I'm just saying, John, if you want Gale on Ultimate Spider-Man, have Mary Jane be put in a fridge.
Well, it would. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Jesus Christ!
But I believe that's like Ultimate Incursion. That's basically what's been going on, is bringing Miles Morales back.
Remember that? Yep.
Because in issue 2, I mean, Miles is on the cover, and they did that in issue 1, I believe. So we'll see. It might not be your Spider-Man. It's going to be not you, the proverbial, the proverbial your Spider-Man. Like,
my Spider-Man is Miles Morales, and Miles Morales is Spider-Man.
That's going to be the argument that it does, because Miles Morales is so popular.
The return of the Maker will be handled in Ultimate Endgame. Yeah, Marvel, not original at all, right? By Denise Camp. That guy's such a. I'm not saying writing quality. That guy's a weirdo. Just saying, good lord. And Jonas Scarf, which will launch in December, but coinciding with that event will be the 24th and final issue of Ultimate Spider-Man, which famously has taken place 1 month at a time for the 24 months that the Maker remained in his prison. Yes. Yeah. Look at that cover.
So here's the thing, though. You got to think of what they just said. So it's Tim, like I said, ending the book. So what do you think happened? He probably wanted to move on, and look what they got. It's going to be handled by Dennis Camp. Is that really what you want? After you read the setup, right? For the whole thing, after we read all that, we read all the Hickman stuff, we did all that. Is that who would you rather have ending it?
Shit, is there a shotgun that I have in my head?
So that's the thing. So
no, you're right. I agree. At Comic-Con International at what the fuck? That's so really written. Just put whatever. It's okay. I'm fine. At San Diego Comic-Con, there was an Ultimate Universe panel, and Marvel later quoted the panelists for a press release, including Jonathan Hickman noting, and I quote, "This was everything that I pitched. Nothing has deviated. It's been really nice to execute the plan well, and everything culminates into this issue. Fans of the Ultimate Universe are going to love it. It's been a real pleasure being the writer of Ultimate Spider-Man." Well, if he had fun, that's all that matters. I just didn't want him going through that X-Men bullshit again. Hated that.
No, that was just stupid. Like when you revive a book, right?
Yeah.
That was literally in limbo for how many years? Like it was, and then people got interested in it again. Marvel does that. Like they're like, no, like we're not moving on from this because this is working. And it's like you're failing to realize it's working because of who's writing it.
Or who did set the template
right.
that made it good. Yep.
And that's like you go and you read, House of X and Powers of 10. Like if you have the trait, like the hardcover, like there's like a whole, like there's everything in there to set it up. I mean, they have the Krakoan language in there, so you could read the ciphers. Like he put everything into it. And when the rug gets pulled out under your feet like that, I mean, obviously it's got to piss you off, You're
good. Marvel teased the final issue as fans should prepare themselves for a startling finale that will cement the run as one of the most beloved Spider-Man runs in recent history.
Of course it is. All it has to be is a halfway decent run, and it'll be one of the most beloved Spider-Man runs in recent history. I was going to say, because there hasn't been good Spider-Man runs in recent history.
Like, okay, so what's the last few, besides Zeb Wells, there was the Nick Spencer run. Did people really like that much?
I think the last thing that people liked, it was divisive on, was Superior Spider-Man.
I think you're right, yeah. Oh, if you're talking about, yeah, because there was, Dan Slott's run would have to be the last recent one that people pretty much gave a shit
I'm saying
about.
that people, like, it was, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was still selling up there, but,
Right. Packed with dramatic and shocking developments for the entire Parker family.
I know what the idea of House of 10 or House of X was. Stop explaining stuff.
It's just like something that
I know. We're not talking about the idea of the book. We were talking about the creation.
Events of what's going. It's fine.
We're talking about the world creation of it. We get it, man. Like, I get it. If you see up here, look at all of this. You see all this?
He said he's donating all of his books to me in this video. This is said it privately.
I literally have like every Hickman book from S.H.I.E.L.D. through freaking Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh, fuck me. Why don't you go marry him then? God damn. You don't have nothing for me.
I don't have. Yeah, I do. I have the Fantastic Four collected editions for you.
True. Peter, packed with dramatic and shocking developments for the entire Parker family, Peter, Mary Jane, Richard, May, and Uncle Ben, along with Harry Osborn, Gwen Stacy, and more. The final issue will also create promising roadmaps for the future storytelling. Quote, that certainly suggests that a new creative team could be launching a new Ultimate Spider-Man series post-Endgame. This shit's going to be with Jed McKay, is it not? That dude gets to write everything. Jed McKay quite literally writes everything. I'm calling it right now. It's either Jed McKay or Gail Simone. I'm calling it right now. I like this. That's a cool cover.
That's a cool cover. Yes.
Yeah. Speaking of Endgame, ever since Marvel started to tease the return of the Maker being its own miniseries event, fans have wondered who will be the creative team on it. And it turns out that Ultimate's writer Denise Camp will get the nod. Marvel quoted Camp as stating, "This is the craziest and most impactful crossover I've worked on."
We're not. Hold on a second. I'm not being defensive, dude. You're trying to explain stuff like that's not a conversation of what we're actually talking about. Like, I understand what House of X and Powers of 10 was about. Like, I get it. We weren't talking about what that book was about. We were talking about the world that Hickman created. And we were saying to get that taken away from you sucks. We were not talking about the book as a whole.
Yeah. We're talking about the overall impact of a fan's perspective. That's all I'm saying. That's it. You're good. I'm really excited about it. It's all the characters, everyone coming together in this big way, coming up against each other in a big way. Did this guy just say the same shit? Whatever, it's okay. That's fine. And the resolution of some long plot threads we've all been seeing. It's very big. That's what my wife said last night when we were having sex. Very dramatic. And with the Ultimate Universe, we can change the world. Good Lord, that sounds so gay. We can actually do it as okay. This just sounds so gay. Oh, we're in it together, boys. It's all about friends. Shut up, Denise. Fuck off. Good Lord, it's literally what it sounded like. We're all in this together, guys. Hey, it's so good. The #1 selling thing is ending. We're all gonna be jobless on EBT.
Like we're doing this together. We've all held
like, no
hands
shit.
and we've chanted.
Yeah, no shit, Denise. You don't just wake up. Whatever. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna get triggered. It's okay. It's not Gurren Lagann, and everything's a fucking friendship. I actually like that anime a lot. Good Lord. Power of friendship. Am I right? Hickman, the actual
I guess.
person. Hickman, the one with talent, added, doing this tight continuity stuff, this smaller line, the execution from the company on this has been great. And it's stuff we keep trying to do. You guys supporting this book is the only reason we can tell stories this way. Hearing you like this gives us the opportunity to do more things like this. Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 24 will be out on Christmas Eve, while Ultimate Endgame issue number 1 will follow a week later. Well, they always have an old saying as we grew up, dude. You know what it was? That's all things come to an end soon.
I mean, that's very true. That's very true.
Now, if who knows?
It could. I mean, it could be. You misunderstand totally, right? And then have no idea what you're talking about. So there's
very
that.
Possible.
There is that, right? That exists in the
every possibility we discussed tonight exists. Everything is an infinite spectrum.
Everything does. It's there was a world where I was not being defensive.
There was a world
that people are not understanding.
Denise thought in this world, we do this together. Denise, how do you think a comic book is made? Just hypothetically. How do you think?
I mean, usually I put my hands together and wish very hard, and then words just happen. That's I don't know how you do it.
I got on my knees and I did backflips and prayed to a genie that I would.
God, but I would love to see the backflip part.
I actually, you know what's crazy? I'll add this for Denise since he's gonna watch this video. He's a fucking weirdo. I actually wrote an outline for a comic book story I had. It's called Felipe the Dancing Monkey, and in issue 1, it was a rough draft. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I still can't believe I had. This is why Denise. The reason I'm saying he's a weirdo is because he just smokes so much weed, his brain is fried. This guy later said, "Yeah, we can make this event together." No shit. Why else do you think it would be made? That's how you know smoking too much weed has fried this motherfucker's brain. Holy shit. Yeah, I love my comics being made by my fingernails.
I mean, yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I hate people so much.
It's the way of the world.
I love blackness itself. I love it.
It's just the way that people are, apparently.
I need white Black Panther to be the savior of Marvel, but no.
Dude, that book. That is one that we should definitely review.
Yeah.
Whack Wanther. Whack Wanther is definitely one that we should review at some point.
Panther. That'll get people triggered so bad.
Oh my God.
But no, all jokes aside, you have liked what Jonathan Hickman did for the universe. I know you've liked the other books too. What's your feelings and final thoughts about Ultimate Spider-Man ending and leading into Ultimate Endgame? Do you have hope for Ultimate Endgame as well?
I don't know, because it seems like something that he should have been writing. Like, he started it. He's been the whole driving force behind it, and it would have been cool, but I don't know. I always have hope that the books will be good, right? I always do. I always have hope that the books will be good, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this one will be good.
I agree. It just feels a little bittersweet that he started everything and he's not going to be the guy to finish it. And you just have to kind of trust some other, not random guy, but he is doing Ultimates. It's not like he's not familiar with the universe. It's, people get this like like feeling like, damn, this guy started. I want him to finish it. And so my final thoughts, guys. I mean, the book is good. Just buy the first volume. If you don't like that, I think you have no soul. You probably hate baby's laughter. That book is so damn good. It's so wholesome and sweet. It's funny.
Hate baby's laughter.
I have to be censored for YouTube. I couldn't say the other thing.
I guess.
You like that Spider-Man is it's really good, and it is bittersweet that it's ending, but as they always say, everything has to come to an end at some point, and at some point I'm gonna get Jonathan Hickman I'm going to Comic-Con at some point as Jonathan Hickman. Can you write out a diagram of my sex life, and I'm gonna have him draw it out for Laps? That's what we need. But
and the book that I was referring to, just to let you know, that the original Dark Side universe, it was mentioned in Dark Knight's Metal, but it was actually mentioned in Forever People.
The Forever
was a very long time.
You mean progressive liberal? I'm joking.
Progressive liberals.
Yes. Yeah, because I know how there was a time we were doing a review.
Strands of purple hair everywhere.
There was a time we did a review in one of these episodes we did, and then at some point you were like, someone that was watching just brought up intersectional feminism. We're like, what the fuck?
Dude, I can't stand that. Like, that's like such a buzzword that gnaws in my brain.
It just lives rent free so much.
It does. It does have like a for sale sign up in my mind.
So
where I'm just like, enough. Yeah, I shut off when I hear it.
We'll have to see what Marvel does when this universe is over and what they lead into it after it's done. So yeah, thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, and we're going to be signing out, guys. See you guys later. Goodbye. Peace. Before we go, right before we go, he's tired. He's going to bed. I have to go do some stuff. Just pointing out here, Tiamat, that he's not defensive. He's just passionate. That's all it is.
No, I'll just be honest. Like it's probably a language barrier, but like I when you're in discussion and someone's talking about something and someone makes a reference or talks about something completely different to what you're talking about, that is irritable. That's to me, that's irritable. It's like if I'm saying something like, hey, how do you like this hamburger? And you're like, bacon comes from the inside of a pig. And you're just like, all right. Well, what's the point of saying it? If nobody in the chat's talking about it, and the only people who are talking are the two people speaking, it's like, let's talk about what they're talking about. If you want to make general random isms to yourself, that's perfectly fine. But I like to engage with the people that are speaking. So that's what I do.
I always just took it whenever I met you, you were just that's just your style of speaking. Everyone has their own different way of speaking. Like,
but I'm not actually mad. Like if I'm mad, you will know. Like, you saw me mad earlier. Like, that was me angry. So like that, I'm not mad. Like,
guys, if I was mad, I would have.
Listen,
I would just. You would know if I was being angry.
I'll say this. I'm too rich to have temper tantrums.
I hate this guy.
I am way beyond temper tantrums at this point. Because then I just stop and think for a minute and go, I'm going to sleep on a gold bed with many beautiful ladies.
Aha, joke's on you. I'm sleeping on my bed and it's made of cardboard. Fuck you.
There it is. There it is. It's written down.
But just for I'll just say this. Just in general, TM and Lord. It's not just for you, it's for everyone. Just because I respond a certain way does not mean that the other person I'm doing a show with or a panel is gonna respond the same way. We're all different people and we respond to things differently. I know because people go, MSK, you respond this way to people. Yeah, but I don't expect you to respond the same way I do. That's ridiculous.
No, I'm not mad at you, dude. I mean, you could be mad at me all you want. Dude, like, seriously, it does not bother me whatsoever. I'm probably gonna sleep on a pillow made of $100 bills tonight just because I feel like it. And I'm also joking.
I'm also gonna be sleeping with a wife tonight.
I'm not rich at all.
This man's such a liar. I hate this guy.
I'm not. But
we were talking about finances and esports, and he looked up He was laughing so hard unintentionally at coaching in League of Legends. I told you weren't wrong. The coaches,
no, I know,
dude,
I know,
look,
I know.
dude, the coaches are such frauds. Some of these people
No,
don't even.
hold on.
What? You're fine.
No, it wasn't the it wasn't the
Profession?
fact of what they do. It was the fact that they exist. That was the funny part. I'm sure they make money, and guarantee. I mean, think of it this way: there's a reason why I see that game on television. And giant like those gaming arenas and stuff. Obviously, it makes money and it's popular. You know what I mean? Like it's something that's like it's something I don't get. You know what I mean? Like I just don't get it. So there's all sorts of things that exist in the world that I don't get. Like
it wasn't even that. It was just more like they are paycheck stealers. Some of these guys are literal paycheck stealers.
I believe it.
Like it's like they talk a big game, but when they actually review the game, it's just bullshit. Like, good lord. And the other thing because you were like they make $100,000 a year, and to be fair, that depends on which org pays them that, right?
No, I saw. I saw. Yeah,
and then you were like, yeah, I make that in about a week.
No, I didn't say a week. I said a week and a half.
Oh,
I'm just joking.
That's your thing. You say I don't listen. You're cynical. You are. I'm
joking. Dude. Like, what do you want? I don't listen. You're the only person that was like at first, like you were just like, you have a lot of stuff, and I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, well, like, do you have a lot of money? Like out of nowhere. And I was just like, I don't know. And then you were like, what kind of car do you have? And I was like, which one? And you were like, oh, shit.
Once you said, fucking hell. You said a certain brand of car. I forgot which one it was. The one you bought for your wife. I was like, okay, if he can just have the free money to do that, this guy's pretty loaded, honestly. Nobody poor just told me what you told me about when you bought that thing for your wife. Like, nobody poor does that. That's not a thing. You have one vehicle and you just use that. But you said before you guys got more money, you had one vehicle anyway. So
right. Yes. So, we did.
Your son has a freaking bouncy house of all things. It's a freaking.
He's a good boy.
You know what I had as a kid? I had a fuck you. You got basic cable. That's what I got.
Dude, do you want to know what I had as a kid? The Bible.
You barely had food.
I had the Bible.
At least you had food. You barely had that too. Holy shit. MSK might not know. I'm happy for you, but I don't mind it. There's a normal discussion of stuff then coming off as a thing. Yeah. No offense, not mad versus I don't buy books I won't. Yeah, I would expect you not to buy books you don't like. I don't. That should just be. What's that thing?
Well, no, there are books. I have bought books that I don't like just because, like,
you're an addict.
Probably. But I also have, like, I've been collecting these things forever.
So I mean, there's this as a
I'll say this. I do buy as crazy as this sounds, I buy a lot less books now than I used to. Put it that way. Than I used to.
I will say no comment on that one for me.
No, I do. I buy a lot less. I really do. Like, dude, there was like, I'm not shitting you. Like, before my pull box, like when I used to live near my comic book shop, dude, the pull box was almost half a long box, like every other week.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? You're the only person I think I've ever met. Cause like when I was making, when I was having like, I think podcasts on like the other show I used to do, when I was talking about comic books, I was like, there's nobody that buys everything. It's impossible. You're probably the only person, almost John's Long Box, that I know that bought literally every title that came out from the big two.
Well, not anymore, but I was.
But that's a small percentage of people that can even do that. You know, it's more like I hate bringing up Savage Dad again, but Savage Dad knows, like, he's like, me and him are like in the same era. He's a clout chaser. Don't trust this guy.
I like Savage Dad. Me and him
I met him
every day.
He called me. I gave him the N-word pass and he whispered it in my ear. This didn't happen. I honestly just made that up.
So like he knows, like, when this is how you just drop that in there. You just nonchalantly dropped that in there. Like,
allegedly,
like,
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Black Crisis. If DC ever did that, they'll be the best company on this planet. They already have every crisis known to man.
Well, no, that would actually it couldn't be Black Crisis because it would have to be in Marvel, and it would be the Black Unsettling because of the White Panther incident right now. That's what it would be.
I need a Marvel event.
It would
called
be
Blackness
Yo
itself.
MTV Cribs with Whack Wanther.
His best name is Rick Rigger. Good lord.
Oh Jesus!
Oh,
you're just trying to get me to do it.
You were baiting me with the Flash book. I knew it. Dude, the Flash hasn't been great since before New 52 changed my mind. I mean, what was the
okay, so I liked the beginning. I liked the beginning of the New 52 Flash, but it got terrible, as most New 52 books got. But
that's the Francis Paul book, right? That's his name, I think. I have that book over there.
It hasn't been good in a long time. It hasn't. It just hasn't. It really hasn't.
Flash is one of those characters, kind of like Batman, that I hear people talk about it. Now I see like threads on Reddit and places like Twitter where like the best stuff is the stuff that came out years ago. Like I'll ask you, outside of Court of Owls, what's a Batman run that you were like, this is fucking really good? Not like it's like be great.
Since Court of Owls?
Court of Owls, yeah.
Whew.
Okay, so there's Batman Eternal. Did you like that?
Yeah, but that was also the like that was coming out every week in between. Too, yeah. That was coming out in between.
You're right. Yeah,
the books. It was a weekly book. It was the 52.
You gave Tom King's run a 4 out of 10. I remember that.
Well, that like I said, the highs in Tom King's
you like James Tynion's Bat Family book? Okay.
Remember what I said though about it. The beginning of the book was good. The beginning of the book was good, but it just there's sometimes where it feels like editorial, and I hate saying it like that, but editorial. You feel like they're getting involved here. It's too much of this person is inside this character, and they're telling us an actual story. We have to rein it back. You know, just like you said, like in King's Run where Joker talks to Catwoman, and it's like, why would that happen? Right? Why would that happen? That would never happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, so did that feel like
if I walked up to your wife and I said divorce lapse, and she was like, sure.
Are you comparing yourself to the Joker?
I'm just saying, nobody does that.
You have no credibility. No, I'm just joking.
I'm just pointing out in the book, not just that. But
I have the Flash Batman Eternals right here.
Oh, okay. I have the omnibus over there. That's a fat book.
No. I could tell you what I did like. Wasn't a Batman run, but I did like the Tales of the Dark Multiverse.
That's like MSK having a wife or a bed.
He admitted that his bed was cardboard, by the way.
I was joking. It's unintentional.
Oh, no.
It's just jokes, bro. It's just jokes.
There's truth right there.
So there was keep in mind, I say that the Tom King run is weird for me because I really like the Bane stuff. I feel like he had a great portrayal of Bane. The
beginning was good. The beginning was good. And then when they
David Finch's art carries the story a lot.
When they offed
do you remember the moment where he was and now the bat is broken? It's like, well, fuck.
It's like, again, you already did it again. Like, you already did it in Nightfall where you actually broke him.
Get it? He broke it again. Yeah,
exactly. So,
and then for some reason in that story, I don't know if Tom King's brain fell out, but it probably did. Why would the Flashpoint Batman try to stop his son from doing crime?
Okay.
He would never, I don't think he would ever do that.
He stopped him, tried to stop him from being Batman.
And that's
so it was like
I just couldn't get behind that.
I think the reason why is he saw he was saying, like, this is how I was Batman, right?
Right. Yeah.
And he felt like it consumed his whole life, and he never got over it. You know, like look at what he would do. He had the casinos with Oswald, and like they were like, it was a bunch of scheming. He wasn't like the doctor guy that was, you know, privileged and an upstanding citizen. So he thought like skirting the law, and I guess like it would consume his life. He wanted him to go get married and have a life and, you know, not be consumed by it.
It was just the fact that he went along with the villains to do it too. That was the conflicting part, and it's like when
Well,
he
that's the thing though. Were they villains in the
because
Flashpoint?
he's from a different. I forgot he's from a
Because they
different.
had like
Yeah,
Yo-Yo and
Hugo Strange
the
was there. I
mom was
remember, man, what a weird
mom
run.
was the Joker, and like so they did talk about that in Flashpoint Beyond, Jeff Johns' Flashpoint Beyond.
Damn, I never
They
read that.
actually so they actually went more into it with the actual what they it's very confusing. I thought it's one of the few books that I thought was actually confusing by Johns, because usually he's so like
It's pretty
obligatorily
precise.
like,
Yeah,
here, this is what it is, and so you remember the clock, the clock that Batman had from the Timekeepers,
I
and
remember that.
he was like, they were like, we told you can't fuck with this anymore. Well, he did, and then there was a plan from the Joker, who was Batman's mom in the other
That I remember.
universe, and then
Mhm.
they did this whole plan to like save
That's why
it was
that
like very
period
convoluted.
when they started with Rebirth, everyone liked it, but then it got so
Yeah,
convoluted.
well, the Rebirth, I thought a lot of the other books were good, and the actual Rebirth book, just the Rebirth book that was around Wally West, that was so good, man. That was so good.
I never actually asked you this. What did you think about the Heroes in Crisis thing that Tom King did? I know everyone
I
hates it.
I didn't like it. I just didn't like the whole this is where superheroes come to get their mind off things, and they can do a confessional, and then the Flash killed everybody, and you're just like, what the fuck?
The way Wally West is revealed, he's the killer killing everyone, and he's fucking
Yeah,
insane.
it's
That
like
was
it's just it seemed like it seemed like the 90s characters like Kyle Rayner and late 80s Wally West, because like that was my Flash. I started reading like Barry was the Flash, but it was like literally like a year into me reading that Crisis on Infinite Earths happened.
Mhm.
And I didn't read that like as it happened. I didn't have enough. You Savage Dad, you
We're gonna
stop
get
that.
him. We're gonna get him one day. We're gonna get him back.
That I thought, I was like, man, they're just ruining these 90s characters.
Mhm.
And I was, as much as I liked the John's Green Lantern run, I was disappointed that Kyle Rayner wasn't a bigger part of it. They're like, well, dude, he ended up being the White Lantern, like the strong, and I'm like, yeah, but he wasn't in any of the goddamn books until
So
Blackest Night.
I know you had talked about he really got no love there because there's gonna be a My Adventures with Green Lantern animated series
Yes.
from DCU. Kyle Rayner's gonna be in it, and Jessica, he's gonna be Jessica's love interest.
Yeah, Jessica Cruz. Is that who
Yeah.
it is?
That's right. Yeah.
I don't like the Simon Baz Jessica. If you don't have Alex as his girlfriend and then being fridged, you're not getting the character, because that people don't realize how fast that happened in his run. That wasn't like, a
I just don't.
long way
It's
down
not
the
that I don't think
line.
they would do it.
You know,
I don't think they would do it based on the fact of the climate now that we're under. Like, imagine seeing that people going like, "What? So you must hate because the first idea to these weirdos. You hate women. Why did you do this to her?" It's just how that appears. But I don't. People don't understand when it comes to superheroes, unpredictable shit like that happens to them. Like, it's just the nature that they're in. But I see how it is. Flash has two different. Ignore the JSA Flash for most. Yeah,
well, I mean,
yeah.
Wally was the Flash
Wally was the main Flash for a long time.
all the way up to Rebirth. I mean, it was and not like Rebirth the Initiative, just Flash Rebirth the comic.
Fucking
I mean,
hell.
he was from 1986 all
Even
the way
Justice League
to
animated show. That's where I first saw the Flash. Wally West. He was my first Flash because Barry was dead. Or was it Barry in that show? No, it was Wally in that show. Yeah, it was Wally.
It was Wally on that
Yeah.
show. I mean, he was still the
Up your
Flash during that. He was still the Flash.
Oh
during that
shit!
point.
I know you got to leave it a little bit, but I
No,
never
it's
asked.
fine.
What is Remember the Batman the animated series when it went to New Adventures of Batman and Robin?
Mhm.
What did you think about the design changes?
The only one I liked was Scarecrow.
Right.
I thought the design for Scarecrow was
I
really
thought
good.
Bane's was passable.
It was all right. It was cool.
Yeah, it was all right. Yeah,
it was all right. It wasn't
Scarecrow's
bad.
was-
I could
Scarecrow's
say
was
that
really
there was still good stories being told. Like, so that's all I like. I just didn't like Catwoman's redesign. I didn't like Joker's redesign.
Mine was Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy's. I know people criticize Joker, but Poison Ivy's is such a downgrade. It is. I love Paul Dini, but
it was, and dude, I remember whenever I had the giveaway on my show, like, dude, that Batman box that I gave away was like, it was like $1,200 worth of stuff.
No.
I gave away like, dude, Batman, the animated series, the Blu-ray, the whole thing, the Justice League, the Superman animated series, a whole bunch of books. So
Savage Dad said the first thing Laps would go back in time and do is stop himself from going on the MSK show. God. Gel's the one that invented fridging. Most of the Batman character. So for me, what's crazy is the only okay. How about I phrase this out? I like the new Adventures of Batman and Robin. I think it's good. Is it as good as Batman the Animated Series? No, but I think it's still overall very good. If you compare it to some of the other animated shows we have out now, that shit looks like a fucking holy grail compared, right? I think it's what really bogs it down is the redesigns. There's like one or two of them that look kind of somewhat passable, but the Poison Ivy one is just it's horrible. Ugh. Especially the Mad Hatter straight up looks like he's a meth head. Mad Hatter looks like he just straight up did some hard meth. Holy crap. Trailer trash meth head Harley Quinn is probably one of the worst character designs I've ever seen, and it's indicative of what dog shit is going on in DC editorial that has sustained for so long. Oh my god, there was a Nightwing digital comic book that came out that just focused on Nightwing's ass.
On his ass, yeah.
And it was crazy. They didn't even print that. But the Harley Quinn
they
book,
knew. But there's stuff that's going on in DC that's good, man. I like the absolute books. I mean, I do.
Yeah,
I do. Savage Dad is just one of those bitter men.
He's one of those bitter old guys. Back in my day, it's like, dude, there were bad things back in this day of DC too. Just pointing out, there was always bad things going on in every era. I don't think that every era is flawless.
I mean, wait, does that say the OG?
The OG Batman animated? Oh, okay.
I mean, they were telling stories from the 80s in that show. But yeah,
the classic episode almost got him. Chef's Kiss episode. Just that's how you tell a fucking story in a TV show. Remember the backlash Cape Crusader had? Oh yeah. When Paul, not Paul Dini.
That shit, I thought it was terrible.
It was crazy. I knew that wasn't going to be good the moment they delayed it for so long, and then Warner Brothers didn't even choose to have it on their streaming service. They sold it to Amazon. That's how you knew that shit was bad. And then Bruce Timm, that fucking weirdo, he said that quote, dude. He said Batman has no good villains, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, are you retarded? I don't think I've ever heard a more stupid statement than that.
Yeah, I mean, they did. He is right about this.
There were bad things back in those days, but I'm sorry. Turning Harley Quinn into a trailer trash whore who's just dog shit. The look was dog shit. It was uninspired and it was uninteresting. It just looked. They took her from a thematic Harley Quinn that worked with.
Hey, you're speaking about Poison Ivy's girlfriend. You don't talk bad about her girlfriend.
Talk about my Harley. That's all that. I'm just pointing out there were a lot of bad things in this era. I'm just saying there's bad things in every era, just in general.
Oh, for sure. They've done plenty of bad stuff. I mean, I think I have
Batman Hush is the most egregious to me. If I see a Batman Hush movie at Walmart, I take that shit and I chuck that shit in the $5 bin. I'm out. Ugh, God, I fucking hate that shit.
I mean, I think the only stuff I'm missing a huge chunk of Batman, but I have everything from the Golden Age through, I think I have everything from 39 to 78. And then I have most of 79, but I'm missing a chunk of the 80s, and I have most of the 90s stuff.
We're going to get him on Absolute Batman. Hey, man, read Absolute Batman with us. Come on. Stop being an old dude. Stop being a grumpy old man. Good Lord. It's okay, man. I should have a thing for him. Where did DC touch you? I need to have that just for Savage Dad. The pre-Arkham redesign in OT, the idea she was breaking from the Joker. Hella was her being I never really, I'll be honest here, I don't care for her being with Poison Ivy. I think it's just kind of gay. Like, it's just really cringe. I would prefer if she's single banging dudes. I don't care to see what's a Poison Ivy though. I don't even know what's the attraction there. What, she can't eat her out. She'll get like plant AIDS or something. Dude, plants are disgusting. I'm just saying, she over here like Poison Ivy needs photosynthesis to stay alive, so she can't have sex with her in the dark. How about they be scissoring? Wouldn't Poison Ivy have thorns?
Scissor me, Xerxes.
Oh, I'm good. It's just nasty.
I mean,
Like,
I think like she's just overexposed. You know, like
oh,
it was really cool to see a character from a TV show be turned into a comic book character. You know, I mean, it was cool at the time. It was really neat, and
oh God.
I thought, you know, I thought it was neat to have something like that with the Joker. It, but I thought when they grounded her more, um, MSK had a vegetable. I don't know. Let's think. When's the last time MSK had a vegetable? Probably the last time he had sex. It was probably
Whoa.
the last time he was with a vegetable.
Okay. Do you remember when there's
You
the major?
visit old folks' homes, right?
I'm not Dexter, or is that the other serial killer? What was Jeffrey Dahmer? One of them. I'm not Jeffrey Dahmer. Remember when the whole bisexual John Kent thing popped off years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And then the issue number 1 sold a lot, and then it
Oh
fell off.
no. That's not, no. That actually came out. What they did was they printed less of it, so it looked like it was selling out. Because if you remember on the second restock,
you're right.
It went to like nobody was, and they had all these tons of issues that were like holding up other issues.
They wanted to like create this artificial like hype of like, oh, it's selling out, but they secretly printed less. And then remember, it fell off the sales charts, and Tom Taylor was like, it's not doing bad. Tom, it's not there. It literally collapsed. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and then they put it this way: if that was such a great storyline, then why did they do that to his boyfriend in Absolute Power?
I knew that story was trash the moment I saw John Kent
but
at
why
like
did
rally.
Right.
Oh,
and
God.
why did they do that? To like, you know, you would think like they would have taken care of his boyfriend, but they basically had his best friend shoot him, put him in jail, and never come back and argue with him why her family was more important than his homo family. Oh, God. It was like one of the greatest things that we ever saw.
Oh, shit.
It was so funny.
Gosh. I have way angrier rants about Marvel than I do about DC. See, mine's different. I have more angrier rants about Marvel most of the time because Marvel just makes me angry because they just do the most absolute dumbest things consistently. The closest thing MSK gets to vegetables are the refried beans at Taco Bell. Okay. Does the mashed potatoes count at KFC?
What about lettuce on hamburgers?
That's disgusting. That's a crime against humanity.
You don't like Wendy's hamburgers?
I don't like vegetables on burgers. I like plain hamburgers, just meat.
Oh,
cheese,
you don't like
bun.
Tomatoes? Nothing. I don't
I like ketchup.
I don't like tomatoes.
I'm not a vegetable guy on
tomatoes. I do like vegetables. Like I do like some stuff I'm getting more into that I'm older. I don't know if it's just because my taste is going. That's probably why. But like in the morning, like what I'll eat is I usually eat like a fried egg with a half a grapefruit.
Don't get into a conversation with him talking about why the Scarlet Witch gave Wolverine a Blumpkin.
Oh boy.
That's a 2-hour conversation I'll never get back the time for. What did you guys discuss on these shows? What are you guys?
I think he's talking about you.
I've had sex with a lot of girls, and if any girl ever suggested that, I'm kicking her in the face. Pointing it out.
But
what?
Here's the thing. Could you hold a conversation about it? I think you could.
That would be disgusting. I would throw up.
You went off for like 45 minutes on why if the new Supergirl movie doesn't have hardcore sex in it, you're out.
I'm calling it right now. Lobo's going to ask her.
But listen, you had for 45.
Oh, but that sounds more entertaining than what they're going to come up with. Probably. That sounds.
Listen, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying, can you hold the conversation?
I can. I can make the argument.
There you go.
I need to see her get her ass blown out. I need to see some.
There it is, everybody. There it is,
dude. Rachel Brosnahan acting like a whole ass thought. I caught her in some whole activities.
Hey, you know what though? Does that really matter? Or
no, because I would have sex with her.
There you go. That was what I was looking for.
I know I'm a hypocrite. But I'm
only when I'll say this. Only when it comes to that type of stuff, you're pretty. I mean, as crazy as the shit you say, you're pretty straightforward though on keeping to your insane ideas.
Like,
I'm not saying that they're wrong. I'm not saying, because I've been surprised at how many times you've been right about stuff.
I'm just a genius.
I'm like,
that's how it works.
Oh, you know what? I'm never giving you a compliment ever again. It is, you see it here. I'm never complimenting him ever again.
there was some
It's never happening.
There's some shit that she did, and it's not what she did was bad because I don't trust women anyway, so I expect her to do it. That's not the thing. It's the fact that if a guy did what she did, he would be barred from Hollywood with charges against him. And people go, "Oh well, it's just acting, bro." Like, oh, I hate people. It's just annoying. How can things get better if you just allow this much bullshit? I don't get it in life, honestly, dude. So do you know what happened, or you know what happened?
With what?
So basically, when they were filming Superman, James Gunn said cut, and she kissed David more after. And if you see the look in her eye, it's like, damn, she wants to get on her knees and suck this guy's fat cock.
Oh, she wanted her some
actual super wank.
She wanted some corn sweat.
The worst person. So, like, as you guys know, I think most women are garbage. I expect bitches like her to do that. And keep in mind, I would have sex with her too. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but imagine if he just randomly kissed her unprovoked after James Gunn said cut. Imagine the outrage that would be.
No, yeah, imagine if he did it.
Yeah.
Right. Imagine that. Yeah, of course.
And she's married. She's been married for like 7 years. He just recently got married, I think, a while ago. She had this quote, and I can't believe a lady would say this while married. She said, "I made out with David for hours." What husband wants to hear that his wife made out with another dude for hours?
Well, I will say this. I find it very interesting how no matter what we talk about, right? It doesn't matter what we talk about. You can turn it into why MSK hates women. And this is the period of where we're going to go on this. MSK can turn anything into this is why women are no good. This is why.
She's for the streets. Rachel Brosnahan's for the streets. Vanessa Kirby's for the streets. I'm just saying, if my wife said she made out with another dude for hours, it's like, fuck. People say give her another chance.
But you would still have sex with her, right?
Okay. I believe in giving second chances. I do. But we would have a stern talking to. Because, some people go, I would just divorce her. No, you wouldn't. You give her a chance. You give people chances to change. It's the thing you should do. But I just find that it's not about me not liking women that much. It's just disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
I know, but you got to think of this though. There are many dicks that travel to many holes. I don't hear you talking about. I don't hear you talking about that though.
Oh, it's about men doing it with women. No.
But it's always the opposite with you. It's always like, well, I'll be honest, give her a chance, but you yourself, I could be fucking everything, including the pears in my fridge.
Dude, I'm black. I can get with anything.
Dude, listen. If you were in a lineup of men, I'm sure you would be the first choice on many women's desirable list.
No. I'll be honest with you. I think men contribute to it worse because of the whole simping thing. Because when they give women all of this free money just for existing, that's worse. Because they're just actively financially contributing to their lifestyles. And I agree with you that.
But I also think we have to have a outlook on women that isn't internet based. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of women that are deep. Like my one friend that I talk about all the time, John, he's been with his woman, I think, like 30 years.
Yeah.
Going on 30 years. And she's a nice lady. I could go to his house if he's not home yet. I could wait there. Nothing, you know what I mean? Nothing's ever going to happen.
That girl Divinity left this motherfucker. Divinity messaged me back. I told her to download
but he is telling the truth that Kasayan did go get milk and has never come back yet.
She retweeted one of my streams on Rumble. She went through a health problem. Something with her mouth. No jokes aside. Something happened with her mouth.
Oh my god.
Her she had I think a wisdom teeth.
We don't need to bring her stuff to the attention of people. She had a health issue.
She had a health issue, so she's not been streaming.
Which was getting milk and never coming back.
Okay. Good lord. But Kasayan knows how real men are, when she looks at me. That's how it works.
I mean, you are the pinnacle of manlyhood.
MSK is basically calling himself out. He has I don't have 10 OnlyFans. I don't sub to OnlyFans. I'm not a loser. I'm not like you guys. 1776. Oh, well, she was garbage, and I threw her to the curb. I kicked that bitch to the curb.
See, listen to how he says it too. I'll say this. He's gonna want people to clip this, like he said last time. But this is what he said. I'm not shitting you. We had literally just started the show, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, That's I can't remember exactly what was said, but I was like, "Oh yeah, the black chick, right?" And he goes, "Why would she be a black chick? Black women stink, and they fucking don't shave, and their pussies stink." 2 minutes into the show, literally like the first thing he said.
Speaking of that, I have a
See,
bookmark for that.
see, you have you were like, clip it. He
You
said it. He
no,
said
no.
it unprovoked.
WZ, watch the last episode he was on. He said the most clippable shit ever, and that was the most base thing he had ever said in his life, which is true. I agree with you. If you actually do think that, I agree. But
I don't think that. That's
they
what
literally
you
stink.
you are the one that said it. I didn't say it.
Madam
You
Savvy.
said it.
Oh, good lord. I've not never talked to Madam Savvy. I follow her on Twitter, but we've never talked to each other. But I've aware of her. How about no? Fuck her.
What?
Give me one second. Not Madam Savvy. It's fine. It's okay.
Madam Savvy. I've seen her before. Where
This
have
is why I
seen
think
her?
black women are trash. I'll literally point it out right now.
Wow. So he's gonna bring up one person and why he thinks
Oh
why
my
he thinks the
God.
entirety of people are trash.
Did
Let's
I
see.
bookmark it? Oh my God, I didn't bookmark it. Holy crap.
The fact that you have bookmarks of why you think certain individuals are trash.
Dude, this one was so there was this there was this black lady rapper, and her brother called her out because she had HIV and she was knowingly spread. You can't do that. That is literally that. This was revealed last night. She tried to fight her brother because he told other people that she had HIV. She didn't do this. She didn't tell people. You like that's oh hell no. No. You'd be in the fucking prison. Throw that bitch to the curb.
Dude.
Good.
Yeah. What's that video we were talking about where the black girls are in front of KFC?
Oh
and
my
they're
God.
talking about their Plan B pills.
Right? Yeah.
Dude, that is one of the funniest things I've ever seen because they got all that fake prop money, but the chicken is real. Like, and the girls like biting it, dude, and they're doing like their booty shakes. And like, yeah,
Good
that's
Lord.
like one of the best songs videos I've ever seen.
This is another reason why I think black girls kind of suck. And this one looks kind of, well, she doesn't look decent. She's like a 1 out of 10. But just things like this. Just this is a very short clip, and then we're gonna head out because I gotta get some stuff done for tomorrow. Very, very short. Talking about white.
Oh, so come on, man.
It's only 15 seconds.
Of course, it's gonna be ridiculous. Look who
it's
Charlie
ridiculous.
Kirk. It's Charlie Kirk.
I like Charlie. He's fun.
But I'm saying it's going to be ridiculous because the only clips he ever shows is like the craziest of the crazies.
This one's quick.
Okay.
Why don't you believe that white privilege exists? I just want to get your understanding first, and then we can go from there.
Well, let's just, is there anything that you can't do that I can do?
No, we can do the same things if we put our minds to it.
Good. Then there's no white privilege.
Damn. Well, fuck. Look at her face. She was so prepared. And it just all left her brain. She was like, wow, okay, fuck. Oh. I need to bookmark that black girl. I'm not letting that Nisha get away from me. But yes, before we head out, do you have anything planned coming up that you would like to let the audience?
I'm okay. Wait, you're okay, Laps. I apologize if there was misunderstanding. I'm an old comic head. No, dude, you're fine. You're fine. Here's the thing. If I see comments in the chat, unlike MSK, I actually talk to the people in the chat. So whenever someone's saying something, I think I shouldn't think this way, so I'll refrain from it. I usually think they're making comments based on what we're talking about. So like when I see something, I'm usually like, okay, but that's not what we were talking about. That's all, man. I'm not, look, dude, in all honesty, man, if you met me outside of here, you would be very bored because I'm very quiet outside of here and I really just don't say anything.
No. I was to say this too. There's no need to apologize. I'm not gonna ban you. You're fine.
And I don't take it personally, man. Like we don't know each other. You only know the guy that's talking on MSK's show.
Yeah,
you don't know
the quality show, the best show on YouTube.
You don't know me in real life. So
I gave you the spotlight, and now you have all these fans. Crazy.
What are you talking about? I don't have any fans.
Oh my God, no! WZ and Michael always call you a goat.
Well, because they're not fans; they're friends.
Oh no! They tricked you.
They didn't trick me.
Don't trust their clout chasers.
I like Z. I like Michael. I like Emily. I like Miss Sparkles. I like that. I'm an easy person to get along with. I just have strong opinions on, comics because like,
My wife
like
too.
I've said for a long time, like, when people talk about like, oh, I didn't have friends growing up or I didn't have many, I like sometimes it's like you look at them and you go, is that real or not? I'm literally telling you, it wasn't because I wasn't a personable. I wasn't allowed to hang out with people that were not in my parents' church.
That's crazy.
So like the only real friends that I had were the books that I was reading. And my parents didn't understand that comic books had changed. They thought Superman and Batman was what my dad read like in the 40s, So they thought it was like golly gee willikers, and I'm sitting here reading like The Dark Knight Returns and stuff like that. So
That's a big drastic change right there.
my mind was changing. So those were like very special to me. Like I said, I showed people. I still have my entire Starman run from like 1984 through.
Michael, I deleted it. I know I tagged the wrong person. I'll just retweet it out later on. But wrapping up the show, do you have anything planned that you would like to let the audience know about that you're working on?
I did stream today for a little bit. I was just I just showed the books that I got, since you said that's such a great idea to do, which it wasn't.
Why not?
Because
your fans.
But because nobody wants to show up for just me live streaming, because I'm just sitting there talking about books. Like, and like my strength is doing, like, I did put out a new Bat Bits. I do have
I saw that.
I do have a History of X-Men coming out, number 4. And I am doing a Lapsed Comic Fan, which the regular review shows that I do is more infrequent, because I'm gonna just concentrate more on the Bat Bits, because I think that's good. Like I've done enough Bat Bits, and what's cool is I'm waiting till I get copyrighted from DC, because like I show every page and I literally like tell you exactly what's happening on every page, but I do it in a small like 7-minute, because back then comics were only like 12 pages long, because you got them in a lot of like the old DC comics that I got, the Detective Comics, they had all these other stories and, stuff like that. So, but I'm trying to do, we are, out of 700 pages of Omnibus number 1, we are on page 450 that we've done of Bat Bits. So
that's pretty good. Yeah.
Go check them out. They're fun. If you want, like, especially for the people that like Batman doesn't kill anybody. The fuck he doesn't. He kills the shit out of people.
We need to bring back fighting fandom. That's where the true nerdrotic Lapsed Comic Fan comes out.
No.
You need to just paint your face as the Joker, and you'd be like, I'm Lapsed Joker. This is the real me.
Okay, so like the fighting fandom only happens if it's something like that I truly despise. Like, and the reason why I did the one on the what was the Star Wars one?
Mm-hmm.
The Acolyte.
Oh, Acolyte.
Yeah, because that was a show that like it was so hyped up, and when I went to watch it, and like I have like all these followers on Twitter, but very rarely does anybody ever say anything to me. But like for some reason, like the first episode, I was like, man, this show wasn't that good, dude. I was met with like a barrage of like all sorts of like, I'm a racist and I'm all this stuff, and I'm just like, I didn't.
You should
know me,
Ironheart.
Like here's the thing though, me, I don't really pay attention to the outside world, so I didn't know all that stuff was going on, like that culture war shit, and I was just like, yo, what are you talking about? Like, that's ridiculous. Like, I just don't like it. I don't like a TV show. What does that have to do with my like or dislike of other races?
The same thing would happen to me when I first started doing YouTube, like with that other thing that may or may not have existed at this single point, where like I was doing something and I didn't even consciously know the other side of it, and the people in the comment section assumed that I was doing something malicious. Like, dude, I didn't know. Right. Like, what? People are so weird on the internet. They just assume you're just intentionally doing the bad thing, so they just position their argument otherwise.
And even in the thing I said, I'll tell you the stuff that I like, and I'll tell you the stuff that there was stuff that I liked about the show, and I did say it, but like that was me being.
You should do it for Ironheart.
So I have watched a few episodes of Ironheart.
Perfect.
And
show.
That would be a show that I could do it for.
Ironheart, and then do it. Why don't you do it for every Marvel show? Those shows are bad.
I don't know if I could watch those. Remember, I didn't watch a lot of them.
There's Wonder Man coming up.
That's the thing. I have tons of Wonder Man comics, and
are you
would
ready
love it to
for
be.
Black Manta to be Wonder Man?
No, I didn't even know that. That's like I said, I don't pay attention to any of that stuff.
First time on Twitter, Ironheart was great. Didn't you know? Never forget its leftist hellscape like Reddit.
I
don't visit
didn't
Reddit.
like. I watched the last episode because I wanted to see Mephisto.
Yeah.
And I was just like, why is Mephisto interacting with Ironheart of all the characters?
Out of all the characters to do it for.
Yes.
They don't do it for Spider-Man. They don't do it for Tony. Ironheart, the Black.
No, if anything, it would be like more like Doctor Strange, and they should have Nightmare in there. That would be cool.
That'd be amazing. Yep.
That'd be
Ironheart
really cool.
is exactly the kind of black chick that MSK is always talking about. No, we're not doing this tonight. So, as you guys know, for me and Labs Comic Fan Show, that's gonna be on Saturday next week. I'll figure out what we're gonna review next week at some point. Maybe we'll review.
Why don't
my
we go
sex
back
life.
to Absolute Batman? Since we should go. I think we were on 8.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we'll do Absolute Batman issue number 8 next week.
No, I think we finished 8. I think that's what we were waiting for the Bane arc to start, I believe.
Right. Yeah. So we'll
either one of those two. One of them.
Yeah.
So
we'll review an issue of Absolute Batman when we go back next Saturday. I'll figure out what we'll do a topic. I just gotta figure out which one.
We'll figure it out.
Tomorrow I'm streaming League. Monday I'm gonna start my comic book market watch live stream where I'm going over like the same thing that I did in my comic book market watch videos. I'll be doing it live. It's going to be called the Spectacular MSK, and it's going to be Monday.
Like what we did tonight at the beginning of the show?
Kind of. Yeah.
Kind of, but exactly the same thing.
Pretty much. But they have the Top G Aura Farmer, Riz.
Oh, I saw that. You are the Top G Aura Farmer now. You have went up from the Rizzler to the Aura Farmer. Dude, you are moving up like the Jeffersons.
So we have League tomorrow, the Spectacular MSK for Monday, the MSK show Monday, Tuesday.
The Spectacular MSK? Is that a thing now?
You never know.
You need Web of MSK. That's when you get all the worst guests on, since that was like the worst comic.
Good Lord. I was going to call myself the Uncanny MSK, but Omar from Near Mint Conditions already called Uncanny Omar, and it's like, that'd be kind of weird, honestly. So,
but you have something in common with him, though.
You're
the Mexican Iron Man.
Apparently, I dated Mexican women before. I know how they are.
But you are
NSK Top G Riz Massa. Oh my God.
All right, guys, we're out.
They're fine. No, this is a different show. But yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow when I play League. We'll see Laps next Saturday. Thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK